5 seconds. Somebody swallowed hard. What the heck was that?
Flounder ass.
Somebody's
That's Jose's blowfish built ass.
somebody's
Oh,
nervous. Oh, we're starting.
oh,
People, people, people. Of course, this is the People's Debates. I am your host, and tonight we are talking football, playoff football. It is it was 7:50 p.m. Central Time, Wednesday, January 14th, and yes, my good friends, we are live.
we and we are also here. Thanks to the courtesy of Milton, we are also on the Puro Picture Sports channel on tonight, guys. So please do enjoy this back and forth between the Patriots and the Texans fandom. It's gonna be a long ass week. Puro pinche nasty.
It's a simulcast week then. Hell yeah. It's like the Manning cast almost.
It's Texas versus the Patriot fans. That's what it is.
The
Joe,
Texans-
right now, you're against us. All right. You're the ops as well. Okay. So let's just make it.
I'm
fair.
like, technically, I don't want to put my cards on the table, so y'all know who I'm rooting for this week.
Okay. Yeah. We'll get there. We got wild card weekend that just transpired. Of course, we have some news that most likely Joe is going to deliver us. And of course, the divisional playoff matchups we're going to discuss, have a hopefully a productive dialogue, and you already know it. We are definitely going to have some debates going on. But make sure if you're here right now, one, thank you so much. Like, subscribe to whichever channel you're on, and what other channel you're on, go to the opposite channel and subscribe, please. Please.
Tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. Please.
Like Joe said. Yes. Of course, we got the Sports Mailman in the building. We got YT Cody in the building, and Mr. Not Exit 7, the host and creator of the Puro Pinche Sports channel, Jose Garza, is in the building.
Garza.
Yeah.
Y'all want my full legal name, or y'all think ICE is gonna get me if I say it?
Yeah, they're gonna
I'm
get
like,
you. I'll
they're
report you,
mainly
too.
somewhere else up north, so I don't think they'll
Cody's
come
gonna
down
report you, so don't do it, dude. Don't do it.
I'll say the full name now. Come get me, bitch.
I'm like, can you say Walmart? You'll be okay.
Stay away from Walmart.
No, say Walmart and you'll be okay.
Walmart.
Wow. What? All right.
Austin Joe.
We
He
got
said
one.
he eats at Gwendy's.
No.
Say Wendy's.
At Gwendy's.
Yeah, Wendy's.
And fun pack show is going to be tonight. Can't wait to talk football with the fellas. It's going to be very, 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 very compelling. Let's just say that. Chi-Town is in the building. Go Bears. The Bears. Bear down. No Pats emoji. Sorry. So I would have put him on there. I appreciate the respect. Normally, you trash the Patriots. I appreciate that, actually.
I'm like, Alex, how happy were you this past week? And what would be more exciting? Just a question to you, Alex. A Bears Super Bowl run, or this past run that the Cubs had a couple years ago? What would be more meaningful to you?
I think that's the Cubs. I think he's the Cubs.
Good question, Joe. Let's get into it, fellas. So before we talk about wild card and everything football, Joe, sports man, do you have any news by chance?
I do, man. We had some breaking news Tuesday. Mr. Rooney and Mike Tomlin had a conversation, and Mike Tomlin informed him that he's going to step down as Steelers head coach. So this means if anybody wants Mike Tomlin to be their head coach, they're going to have to trade for him because he still has 2 more years on his contract. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does moving forward. If he just ends up hanging out on the beach, fully retires, goes to be an analyst, or goes up to the booth somewhere. It's going to be interesting with Mike Tomlin. I'm like, 19 years head coach for the legendary Steelers, never losing season. It's going to be interesting moving forward where the Steelers go with this now.
To add on to what Joe just said about his contract still having 2 years on it, it doesn't mean that in 2 years he'll be a free agent coach. His contract's frozen. So it could be 4 or 5 years from now, the Steelers will still own the rights to Mike Tomlin It's basically what happened with Sean Payton, guys.
Right.
Yeah, straight from.
Most recent guy who got traded for a first round.
When Sean Payton was traded, it was a first rounder, correct? It's gonna happen again. Mike Tomlin definitely. They're not gonna let him go for nothing less than a first rounder, I would assume, depending
He's
on.
done.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. I'm like almost 20 plus years. Cubs hands down from what Alex said. Almost 20 plus years coaching, with the Steelers as head coach. Maybe because this was out of left field for me. I thought if anything they would have like mutually parted ways. So for him to step down was more interesting to me.
I'm not too surprised, but what about you guys? I'm not too surprised about this move after the loss, especially the way they lost. Shout out to the Texans, but that was embarrassing.
Loser leaves town. I said it. Mike Tomlin was on the way out no matter what. It's just a 1 week delayed. Look at Steve Bisciotti, the owner of the Baltimore Ravens. A reporter asked him, had Luke made the kick, how long would Harbaugh be here? 1 more week. That was his answer. 1 more week. Basically the same thing with Luke. With Tomlin. 1 more week.
He had one of the most interesting press conferences ever because I never knew how the owner looked and everything. I'm like, they need to have him out more, but I know he wants to be low profile and stuff. It's crazy. They asked him about like how would it feel to be Mike Tomlin come to the Ravens and stuff like that. That was funny, like how he answered like, John can go over there to Pittsburgh and it'll be interesting.
That would be wild. I hope that doesn't happen. That's just ugly.
No, it's not.
What else you got, dude?
So moving forward, man. So when I was looking this up, it was interesting to see Kevin Patullo. They say he's not fired, but he's still with the Eagles organization somehow. It's interesting how this all went about. They relieved him of his offensive coordinator play calling duties, but Nick Sirianni has came out and said that he's open to keeping him on staff somehow. But I'm like, why would you let go of somebody as OC and then still keep him on? That makes no sense to me.
It kind of does for me. I don't know how you guys feel, but just because he's not a good play caller doesn't mean he's not a good coach. Because he was obviously with the organization for a while, and they did well while he was there, not being the OC. So keeping him there and hiring a better OC sounds like it'll do justice for the offense, in my opinion.
It sounds like it's going to be controversial when he has opinion and the OC says, shut up.
That's what I'm saying. Like you had almost the second highest power in the organization coaching wise because he was also the associated head coach. So it's interesting to see, like, does he still have that associated head coach plaque on his name now? Just not the OC. So that's what's interesting moving forward. I'm like,
that's true. Hopefully it stays. If there is any like controversy or anything like that, it stays behind closed doors, so we don't know about it.
Yeah. So some other offensive coordinator news. Chargers fired their offensive coordinator this past week, Greg Roman. He is now out, so it's going to be interesting to see where the Chargers go from this because I'm like, they're losing their offensive coordinator because they fired him, and they're probably going to lose their defensive coordinator in Minter. So it's going to be new coordinators possibly for the Chargers next season, and it's a crucial season next season for the Chargers because hopefully that offensive line comes back healthy. Herbert, let's see how he goes moving forward with his hand and how that team looks next year.
This was a bit perplexing, huh, fellas? Because, I mean, Greg Roman, he ain't the greatest, but offensive line, worse offensive line because of injuries and all of that. Not a great supporting cast. Your supposed star young running back was hurt. What else is he going to do?
No, I mean, they had the same embarrassing exit as the Steelers did. They just didn't get 30 hung on them, but they had the same exact exit. Somebody had to go, right?
You mean they're going to only hang up three?
Yeah, whatever.
With Justin Herbert, a lot of people's top 5, top 10 quarterback, 3?
Right.
Oh, that's all you're going to do? And I'm not going to hear about the O-line because they've had the O-line issue all year long, and everyone was still praising that Justin Herbert's a top-tier quarterback. Well, where was that on Sunday? Oh, that's right, in the garbage.
Well, it doesn't help. You get sacked 6 times, get hit 10 times. I'm like, it's kind of hard to make
by
plays
a team that doesn't pass rush.
But that's an indictment on the offensive line, though. I wouldn't.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, the offensive line's ugly head reared its self on that night.
Hey, the Eagles killed them. They still won.
Yeah, I was just about to say Herbert was doing heroic stuff all season, right? So where was it in the playoffs?
Fair.
I mean, he's got that Trevor Lawrence playoff record.
That's fair. Yeah.
Worse, he doesn't even have a win.
I know.
Yeah.
Right?
Can't argue that. Can't argue that one. So yeah, you got it.
Yeah, so some injury news. Unfortunately, man, the 49ers, I don't know if it's that electricity field in the air or what's going on, but
Oh my
unfortunately,
God.
man, George Kittle, torn Achilles, man, out for the playoffs, of course, and possibly all next season.
Next
But
season too.
yeah, but shout out to his owner, man, Mr. York. Whenever this injury happened, he sent down a bottle of tequila to George Kittle, and that bottle of tequila was finished by the end of the game. So shout out to the owner for looking out for his player for that, knowing he was probably in some pain.
No, man, they're the Cook Niners. It's done. Like, I don't get it. It's just
Yeah,
doesn't make sense.
I would have sent him back the tequila. Told him send me a check for the rest of my salary. I'm retiring.
He's not gonna miss the postseason. He's missing all of 2026. Like,
He's
he's
done, bro.
done. He's done. What's his age? 30? 31?
30,
Yeah, no,
30.
it's sad, man, because I remember seeing it and then like he hopped up and hobbled out, and they showed the replay and you just saw the pop, and I was like,
Yep.
oh my
32. He's pretty much done. His career is pretty much done.
Yeah, he's
That's
done.
rough. That sucks. Gosh,
Yeah.
that sucks.
yeah, I don't
You're
know
a
how
Hall
the
of Famer, though.
49ers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I just don't know how the 49ers this continues to happen to them like throughout the whole season, and it's crazy.
It is what it is, man. It's football. It just happens. You know.
But I'm like, that's why when we talked about it earlier in the season, I'm like, who is the strength and conditioning coach and stuff for the 49ers?
Yeah.
I want that job.
Needs to be looked at because this doesn't make sense, dude. The last
Yeah.
couple years, football's football. I agree, but their history, yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I grew up next to an electric facility all my life, and I guess that's why I'm fat, right? Because it's that's affecting my body.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
so allegedly.
Waves in your food.
Mm-hmm. It makes my body some more rounder.
No, but staying with 49er news, the 49ers have activated Fred Warner for practice, and they're not ruling him out for this upcoming week's game, which I'm kind of surprised they haven't just said, bro, stay out another week at least. Dislocated ankle, like at least come back in another week if they possibly could win this game against Seattle. That would be a big help defensively for them, big time. But you want him fully healthy. You don't want to risk him re-injuring himself.
Yeah, we'll see. It's just fun news for San Francisco fans.
Yeah, and sticking with the former 49er linebacker, Dre Greenlaw, scheduled to be back against the Buffalo Bills. He had missed like the past 8 games with hamstring and thigh injuries. So if he comes back against Buffalo, that is a big time get for that defense. I'm like, because they're good regardless, but to get a really great linebacker for the playoff run, that's huge for them.
Y'all think that's rushed or no?
I'm like, no, he's been out, so I don't think he's rushed.
Only they know.
I mean, it's a guy who's also had a former Achilles tear, right, in Super Bowl.
Mhm.
So, I mean, anything with him kind of feels rushed, to be honest with you. But we'll see.
Mm-hmm. So, sticking with some coaching news, John Harbaugh had one of his first meetings with the New York Giants, and Jackson Dart was in the interview. So, could it possibly be John Harbaugh going to the Big Apple with the Giants? How would you feel about him being the next head coach of the Giants? Good or bad?
It'll be good. It'll be a good start for both, in my opinion.
I mean, we discussed it last week. It was them or the Falcons that we felt the most better about right now.
Right.
Obviously, that was also precursor before we found out the Steelers job opening was going to be fully there. But even then, I don't like the Steelers at all right now. Like, that's one of the teams I just – and I know some people are like, well, it's one of the most prestigious, franchises of all time. You've only had 3 coaches in 55 years. It's like, have you seen that roster?
Yeah.
They're paying Ramsey how much? They're paying DK how much? Like, okay, like I don't know if that's I don't know if I'm there yet. So Steelers have a long way to go.
My only red flag for the Giants though is the GM.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
who
Right.
who wants to deal with that? I mean, if Harbaugh goes to that, I mean, is that dude going to override Harbaugh and ride the team the same way? I mean,
That's a good point. No, that's a good
Well,
point.
well, a great thing, Cody, that we saw recently, at least with Jacksonville, that when the new head coach was coming in, they fired that current GM because that coach didn't want the GM. So they're like, all right, well, if I want you, Liam, I really want you here. Go ahead, kick rocks, GM, and they
Yeah.
brought a new one. So John Harbaugh could lean that way still. Anything could still
Yeah.
happen.
that's
Mhm.
fair. Okay.
I think he would have that kind of leeway if he comes
Yep.
in. Like, look, like
For
if
sure.
I'm gonna sign with y'all, I want to have a say on who's gonna be my GM. Hopefully,
If they didn't, though, it'd be giant shit. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it'd be
Right.
crazy to see him like he stays after the whole Saquon stuff, the Daniel Jones stuff, still stays after Brian Daboll and still has a job. That would be crazy.
Well, John Morrow stuck by him after the season. He said he was going to
that's what
keep
I'm saying.
Spain, but anything could still happen. He's like,
Yeah.
it's
For
not
sure.
right.
For sure.
So
Yeah,
We'll see.
and then last but not least, we have some draft news today. So for all our draft people out there, today was the last day for players to declare for the draft or not. So arguably the second draft pick possibly in this upcoming draft, Dante Moore for the Oregon Ducks decided he's not going to the NFL draft. I guess he decided I do not want to be the number 2 pick in the draft. Possibly go to the Jets, if I'm not mistaken, have the number 2 pick. He was
Yeah.
like, nope, I can wait another year and to see who's that, top 5 pick in there. And I'm coming back to school. I'm gonna get 5-6 million anyway to come back to school.
Right.
So, now there's only one clear cut number 1 quarterback out there. So it's gonna be interesting to see moving forward what some of these quarterback needy teams do now, knowing now there's only one possible franchise quarterback in this draft.
That dude's trash, anyways.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised he didn't take the money. I'm like, you're gonna get a good contract. Probably in the 20 to $30 million range, possibly for 4 or 5 years.
are we
If
sure
you,
about that? Are we sure that he can gamble losing out on the money he was already going to get guaranteed in NIL?
That's
Because
what I'm saying.
anything could happen in the draft combine and his numbers could fall.
yeah.
He could fall into the 15, 20s and all that stuff.
Right.
But
You know,
I think him at Oregon, they're gonna be a top 5 to 10 team. They're gonna be decent. They're gonna be in playoff contention. So I thought,
is he staying in
wow.
Oregon? Because I heard that Dylan Raiola, the Patrick Mahomes clone, is going over there. So
He's going over there too, so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with all that. Because if I was Dylan, I'm under the assumption like, oh well, Dante's leaving, and then
But
the very couple of days later, he ends up saying, "Oh, I'm
did
staying."
he win his appeal or something? Because they deny him to play a 6 year.
you're
That was
thinking
another quarterback, Trinidad Chamberlain from Ole
Oh,
Miss.
that was Chamberlain. Okay.
Yeah.
So did he declare?
he's
They're still
gonna
fighting
fight
it.
it. Yeah, he's gonna fight it.
Oh wow. So he's either way. He's too late to declare.
Yeah, so some of these guys, man, they end up playing like JUCO ball or Division 2 ball, and they try to say like that doesn't count to like Division 1. So there's a couple guys out there like Diego Pavia, Trinidad Chamberlain that have said like, "Oh, I want to try to get like a 6th or 7th year in college." I'm like, bro, at that point, just go to LinkedIn.
That's that Bo Nick shit.
I'm like, crazy enough though. Like I thought Bo Nix when he left Auburn wasn't going to do anything with Oregon. I ate my words with that. Like when he came out, 1st round draft pick, I'm like, he's not bad. I'm like,
God.
Milton was all like, see, I believe. But
Yep.
the draft is a crapshoot with these quarterbacks lately. But I was just thinking like, you could be picked as high as 1 or 2. I'm like, why not declare yourself? Because there can be a possibility if something happens where he ends up just crapping the bed. I'm like, that could happen.
Dog, I try to
So,
avoid the Jets too. To be fair, I try to avoid
Yeah.
the Jets as much as possible.
oh yeah. So I don't know if it was just that knowing that the Jets had the second pick and they would probably take him, knowing Fernando Mendoza was going to go number 1 to the Raiders.
He knows
So
if
he
he
was-
comes out the draft next year, he'll be hiding behind Arch Manning and all these other guys that are going to be in the draft next year. He'll hide behind them, and he won't have to worry about the Jets.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We don't know where the Jets will pick at it because they have like 2 or 3 first
three.
rounders.
Top 3 pick next year, bro. Top 3 pick. It's the Jets. Come on.
For sure. I agree. 100%.
Yeah,
They
no,
suck.
but that was the last bit of news, man. I wanted to throw some little draft stuff because the draft is in April, so we're almost to that point. We're gonna start looking at draft, mocks and stuff like that. For me, I know Jose makes his own mock drafts.
What? Ah.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Joe. The sports mailman is out. Okay. But let's get into a wild card weekend. Just a little bit of the recap. So we'll go with Saturday's games. Rams beat Carolina at Carolina 34-31. Closer game than anybody really expected. The Rams were better everywhere besides penalties and maybe like
Turnovers.
efficiency with third down. Fellas, did y'all gather anything from this? I really just all I gathered is the Rams defense as of late is being more exposed. That's really it. And Carolina's just it's a positive for Carolina in my opinion.
Yeah, Carolina had nothing to lose in that game.
Right.
They were already going in 8-9, losing streak.
Mhm.
They already beaten the Rams the month before, and
Yep.
look, there's more it tells you about how complicated the Rams are going to be dealing in the cold and on the road. They're a stadium team. They're a team that wants to stay warm and cuddled up and everything. And this is a man's game. This is a man's world. You gotta go out there and play ball, bro. None of us when we were playing sports as kids had the glorious life of a dome above us. We had to play in rain. We had to play in the mud. We had to play in good times. Like so, let's not pretend like these billionaires, these millionaires are in such a tough times that they can't have that. Go out there, go play. The fans have to be in the cold. Go play in the cold yourself. Be a man. The Rams, they just showed they're not being manly right now. Kept it too close.
Well, I just think that the Panthers weren't scared of them, knowing that they beat them previously in the season, and I feel like they didn't back down from them. I think the Rams thought like, oh, we're just gonna come in and show our will, and we got Puka and Devontae, and we're just gonna roll all over them. And surprisingly not, the Panthers did not back down. I'm like this weekend, except for one game, two games, for the most part, was one of the best playoff opening weekends I think I've seen in a very long time. And hopefully it trickles into the divisional round. But the Rams, it's going to be interesting to see because they're going to have to continue to go on the road against Chicago this coming week. Are they going to lean on the run game, or are they going to continue to lean on Puka and Devontae's dominance?
You're muted. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, Milton is having some technical difficulties. But next game up, man, the thriller in the Midway, Chicago stunned the Green Bay Packers 31-27. Fellas, what did you think about this game? Like, was it more of a Green Bay choke job, or was it the Bears playing like the cardiac Bears that they've been all season?
It is definitely a choke job. It was definitely they were rolling it. They were running the game how they wanted to in the first half, and then for whatever reason, they just got stagnant. They didn't care about playing no more. They got complacent. They didn't want to play defense. They didn't want to play offense. You can blame Matt LaFleur. You can blame the offensive coordinator. Whoever you want to do. It's just this team allowed a team that's already had at the time 6 fourth quarter comebacks to come back at you again. Like there was no reason for that. You were in a nice way to say it, dog walking them in the first half.
Yeah.
You were making them feared. You were making all Chicago quiet. Shh, no crowd, no sound in the crowd. It was very quiet. But the second you let Caleb and everyone moving forward, oh, you brought the house back up again and shut them down.
Yeah.
Can y'all
And
hear
then,
me now?
yeah, we're here, Milton. How do y'all feel about Ben Johnson's hatred towards Green Bay? Like, he's over there in the locker room after the game, like F the Packers and stuff like that. And then after the game, you could see him with Matt LaFleur, like not being like how other coaches are, like handshake and hug and stuff like that.
They're
Who hugs in the
rivals.
playoffs? Who hugs in
Who
the
cares?
playoffs?
They're rivals. Good. Who cares? Green Bay fans that are upset, They loved when Aaron Rodgers was saying, I own the Bears." That was fine. Get over it, dude.
Mhm.
Shut up.
The head coaches shook hands. All they got to do is shake hands.
That's it.
All the other shit is for the birds.
Yeah.
Who hugs?
Well, they're like
I don't see it. I don't see coaches, but hey man, good job. I love you. Mm.
I've seen it
and
happen
before
where
the
like
game,
they kind of.
I've seen before the game. Yes, they'll
Yeah.
embrace, but after the game, one team just lost. Normally, they're not
Yeah.
really huggy.
Yeah.
No one out there is big brothering the other coach. Okay, no one's like, hey man, good job next time. All right, maybe next time you'll do better or stuff like that. Okay,
Right.
but okay.
Right.
Ain't no one
So
doing
with
that.
this loss, let me ask y'all this: Is LaFleur on the hot seat next season? Because
No,
he is up
no.
for he is up for a contract extension. They are talking about giving him a contract extension. There was
Yeah.
early rumors of that him getting let go.
No.
So where do you think this is moving forward for next season with Green Bay?
I want to know who those rumors came from again
Yes,
because that was all
please.
bullshit.
Yeah.
This doesn't make sense. Why would you get rid of one of the better young offensive coaches out there? He's still freaking young. Like,
No,
what are
he
we
is.
doing? Like, oh, because Jordan Love's not maximizing. Hello, Jordan Love's a fraud. He's not a top 10 guy. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
LaFleur, if anything, is bringing out the best out of Love, and it's not the greatest.
Yeah, let's please be honest. Other than Andy Reid, I believe he's the most winningest coach since he took over at Green Bay. And he's done it with Jordan Love. He had the best latter years of Aaron Rodgers' career. Let's be honest there as well. And he's gonna get Malik Willis paid. So he
made Aaron Rodgers the MVP again. He's bring the Packers back to the playoffs. Yeah, you gotta chill.
Yeah, please. That would be hilarious, though. Green Bay would not do that. No. And Green Bay fans that want that, yeah, that's a problem with you.
Said, Joe, or Milton, about the fans crying about it. The fact that there's actually Packer fans that are signing petitions hoping that Ben Johnson actually apologizes for that shit. Shut the fuck up. Just shut. Are you
petitions? I'm like,
you are not men. Are you pansies? That doesn't make no damn sense. Like,
yeah,
come on now.
They don't identify as men. That's why. That was a non-binary joke. All right, good.
But moving on to the Sunday games, man, the early slate, the Bills and the Jaguars. Josh Allen finally wins a road playoff game, 27-24. Fortunately, Trevor Lawrence throws a pick on the final drive in the fourth quarter to seal this game. What did y'all think about this game? Do you think Buffalo can continue this, or do you think it's a one and done for them?
Floor's open if y'all want. I got mixed opinions.
It could be either way, to be honest with you. Like, cool, like what he did in Jacksonville was great. He became the guy again because James Cook got shut down. No one else really, was balling. Mm-hmm. So he became Josh Allen. Like, we expect him like he needs to be. He's an MVP. He's got the most wins currently right now of any playoff wins. I mean, playoff wins as any quarterback out there right now that's playing. So he better be leading the charge because if not, we're going to shit on him when he loses. Yeah. And if he loses, more likely. So we'll see. Honestly, all this pressure now that they won puts it all on Denver. Now you gotta defend home. Now you gotta show that you are not a faulty 14-3 team. Yep. You gotta go out there and win. You can't be one and done.
It's crazy. It's crazy how a year changes everything because I remember last season the Buffalo Bills. I think they were the 2-seed or 3-seed. I can't remember off the top of my head. And Buffalo was coming in, and everybody was all like, "Buffalo has nothing to lose." Denver, Buffalo. Denver has nothing to lose last season. And then unfortunately they crapped the bed. Now this year it's switched. It's crazy how much a year can change everything, and the outlook on your season. So,
but see, I would disagree though. I feel like Josh Allen that'll be the reason he loses the moment he lets up and thinks that the pressure's not on him. The pressure's still on you, buddy. You're the best You're the best quarterback in the playoff by 3 times over. You have no reason to not take this opportunity. So I feel like Denver is still not under as much pressure as Josh Allen is.
Yep, I agree with Cody. Josh Allen, no matter what, is the best quarterback that's in the playoffs. So he still has the pressure. With Pat Mahomes out, Lamar Jackson's not in. Everyone is expecting Josh Allen to win. Otherwise, there's going to be so much scrutiny when it comes to Josh Allen's name. Even though if you look at his playoff stats, he's clearly one of the best playoff quarterbacks that's in the league. So yeah, but get
if he
back,
lets off the gas at all
he's
this
not.
week, right? Yeah, I hope not. But if he thinks, oh, that win, I can let up pressure a little bit. Oh man, he's getting blown out.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if he does that, but I doubt it.
I think we'll continue to see that Josh Allen will be the reason why the team stays as competitive, but it'll probably not be enough. I still don't think they'll make the Super Bowl. Respectfully, 3 road games is tough on anybody. Anybody.
It'll be historic if he does. But back to this game, Jacksonville. None of us planned on them being even this good. This was all really they were playing with house money. Cody said it in the chat like earlier this week. He posed the question: is it just a win-win, or if you get this far, you have to win? No matter what, it's a lose because you lost. But they still over-exceeded expectations. They still have a very good, talented roster, both sides of the ball. The only thing that's going to they really just got what Buffalo did to Denver last year, to a lesser extent, of course. They got out-coached. The coach, it's a first-year head coach. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Liam Cohen stopped running the ball when they were highly efficient in running the ball.
Yeah.
And Buffalo defensive scheme made Trevor Lawrence do Trevor Lawrence stuff. The last interception, I'll give him credit. That wasn't, it's a tip ball. I'm not giving Trevor Lawrence that. But Tre'Davious White. Yeah. Shout out to that lady. But also shout out to Tre'Davious White. He made 2 crucial plays
in that
game. 100%. And so Jacksonville, they have nothing to hold their heads on. Trevor Lawrence is the only question mark yet. With another year in this Liam Cohen offensive scheme, I think also he'll be fine.
Yeah, because just a year before they had the 5th pick. They moved up to 2nd to get Travis. So just think about that. A year ago from here, they were picking in the top 5 of the draft.
Right.
And how much a year can change everything. Hopefully, they stay on track. Another year, Parker Washington. Hopefully, BTJ can get back on track. Strange looks like a tight end of the future for them. So this offense is moving in the right way, possibly. And then that defense came out of nowhere this year. So hopefully that defense can continue playing how they are. I know Cody doesn't want to hear that because that's his division. But, they won the division over Houston. I'm like, Houston needs to get their offense on track themselves too. They want to continue.
Where did Houston come out of this, Joe? All right, okay, all right.
Well, I'll say this before Cody goes after Joe. Look, honestly, what this season proved to me how much of a big mistake was going for Travis Hunter. For me, it's a waste of a pick. He contributed nothing to the team. Respectfully, nothing, offensively or defensively. Yeah. So you traded up for him. You gave your pick. Sure, it's going to be a 20s, mid-20s pick for the Cleveland Browns. But nonetheless, that just says that there was so much more options that you could have gotten for the defense or for the offense at your line and shit like that. So cool. Like, you're going to get Travis Hunter back next year. Pick a side, offense, defense. Don't do this back and forth shit no more. You need to focus on him because he's not getting into rhythm on either way if he's focusing so much on the other. The playbook's a lot bigger for him than it was in college. So, and the plays are going to be much tighter. They're going to be much the routes is going to be much. I don't know, man. I don't like the Hunter pick. Never did. As far as trading up for it, and for me, it just shows that look, you didn't need him.
Yeah. Yep. They already came out and said though he's going to play both sides of the ball still next season.
Stupid.
I think that is stupid. I think maybe if there's just like we were saying, I was saying at least in the off season. I do think he'll mainly, especially with adding Jacoby Myers, he's going to be mainly on defense. Maybe some specialty plays for the offense. Yeah. They bring some defensive linemen.
Almost like I'm not saying he's Deion Sanders, but like how Deion
something
Sanders
something like that.
The offense,
because they need him more in the secondary. They now have 3 wide receivers. If BTJ's not a bust, we'll see. Towards the latter half, it was at least fine. They just didn't run offense through him, which benefited them, honestly. So with the 3 wide receivers that they have, let's just put them at corner.
And they need to try to bring back ETN in the offseason.
Yeah, if they can. Yeah, if he does not ask him for like too much.
What was this year for him? Year 4? Year 4, right?
Yeah, last year, and he had a great year. but we'll see. It depends
Did
on what
they
he's
not pick
asking
up
for.
did they not pick up his 5th-year option?
Nope.
I can look it up, but I
Last-
remember they were saying he was a
Okay.
free agent this upcoming
Yep,
season.
they didn't because what happened last year.
Franchise
Yeah.
tag.
Maybe. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's go to Sunday. We had San Francisco. Well, let's go to Let's go to San Francisco at Philadelphia. San Francisco wins 23-19. I'll open it to the panel, but my main takeaways was the better offense won. The defenses played pretty well all game. Brock Purdy made a couple mistakes attacking Quinyon Mitchell. Don't know why he did that, but he did it. And he was more aggressive. The more aggressive quarterback won the game. That was really all I got.
Did you watch that first drive? I don't kind of blame him for going after Quinyon Mitchell. He went after him
He
3
did.
times,
He did.
and
Yeah,
they choked him and
ate
got a
it up.
touchdown.
Ate it up. Yeah.
That's
Towards
when
the end,
that's when he texted us like Brock the Rock.
yeah. Then it kept going. I didn't want him to keep going at him. Jeez Louise. I think he's all pro, or at least a Pro Bowler. Like, let's not. You did a couple drives. Let's leave it alone. Let's leave him alone. And then he got 2 picks. So yeah. But yeah, what was y'all thoughts? Main takeaways from this game, on either side?
It was just showing me why Robert Saleh was a big time acquisition coaching wise, because all these guys continue to get hurt and Robert Saleh's defense continues to play good. And it was sad to see, like, coming from a Cowboys fan, the offensive weapons that they have for the Eagles and how pedestrian like it looked. It looked horrible. I'm like, what are you doing? You have Saquon, you got AJ, Smitty, and your best offensive weapon this past week was Dallas Goedert.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really? It was crazy.
Also, I'll add, I might receive hate for this, and because I'm a bit high on San Francisco compared to anybody, but I don't know how confident I am in San Francisco's defense, even off of this. Philly's offense just sucked. They really just sucked, and especially in the second half, it was absolutely terrible and atrocious to watch.
Kevin Patullo's gone, thankfully, or in the building, but not with the same title.
Right.
I don't know, man. Philly was disgusting. I'm glad they're eliminated because we don't need to see this kind of bad football anymore. I don't mind by the way, that AJ Brown snapped that Sirianni. First of all, he was limping off the field. I don't know what Sirianni was doing, yelling at him for. He was
running towards him. Right.
Yeah. He could. If anything, AJ Brown could have stayed down and cost him that timeout. But he was being a good sport and trying to get off the field. But Sirianni wanted to open his damn mouth about it. So, I mean, AJ Brown's no longer going to be an Eagle after this year. Good on the Niners rallying after George Kittle going down, finding a way. Juwan Jennings was the best quarterback of the game.
Bro, that's true. No roughing the passer was crazy.
That's okay.
It's all right. It still was a tub, but yeah, I mean, he laid him out. Also, a funny stat: Kevin Patullo had on this game specifically 37 dropbacks. They ran 48 hitch routes, which is they that was his brilliant.
Yeah, I was pointing out to my friend Corey while we was watching. About 98% of their snaps, they lined up in the exact same formation, the exact same setup, everything. Running back to the right, back, single back. I was just like, wow, we're just doing this over and over and over. There's no switch, no flow. But overall, both teams look like complete ass. It was ironically probably the worst game of the week of like both teams. Both teams just shouldn't be here. It's just like, gimmies at this point. I think we know the 2 best teams out of the NFC, what is it, West? And it ain't the 49ers. And then we know the Eagles are just here because, So.
Yeah.
CMC is that dude, though. Like, CMC won the game. He is the best player at 2 positions on both sides of the field at any game.
Yeah. What atrocious thing. And look, the reports came out saying, Patullo couldn't do much because Jaylen Brown doesn't know enough football to do all these other plays. I'm like, we've seen Jalen Hurts play for the last 5 damn years. you can do a lot with him. And even last year, Kellen Moore was able to do more. So you're telling me, Patullo, you couldn't come up with something other than the same damn 8 plays for all game long? You are a Madden player, dog. You ain't a coach. I don't
Right
know.
on.
You must be sucking off Nick Sirianni to still be in that building because there ain't no damn way you deserve to have a job after that shit. That was complete garbage. From going from the first ranked offense last year to the mid-20s is atrocious. You ran Saquon 26 times. You got 100 yards out of him. Keep fucking feeding him. Keep going to Devontae Smith if you need to. Why did you stop throwing to AJ Brown in the second half? I know he had crucial drops, bad drops, 3 bad drops a game. But damn it, he's still your guy. Go at him. Like that's what are we doing with? Oh my god, we don't even go at Jahan Dotson, who has been one of your better one of the best wide receiver 3s out there this season.
Only
More
one
reliant
target.
guy. He got 1 target.
Mhm.
No catches, 0 yards, nothing. Like we were. Oh, don't get me by the way. Get me started. That triple covered fucking pass at the end. Like
Dude,
that's
what
the play.
kinda-
That's the play you wanted to go with Patullo, and
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts looks at Sirianni like, "This the shit we're going with." He's like, "Yeah." The Sirianni literally like, "Yeah." The same shit. They ran that play 3 times that same drive.
It's
The
pretty
defense knew what it was.
Yeah.
What OC do you think can help salvage this offense? Do you think
Nick Sirianni needs
McDaniels?
to go. He can't
think-
pick
He's not.
coordinators for shit. He needs to go.
It's not.
He can't pick
Facts.
coordinators. He can't pick coordinators for shit, dog.
It's crazy. Like they've been on a run where they've been in NFC Championship games or Super Bowls, but yet it seems so dysfunctional up top, and it's crazy.
If they want to get go ahead, Joe. Sorry.
The last 2 OCs he picked, Sirianni, fired. Trash. Cost him the season. When the owner picked for them, Super Bowl.
We really been saying, all of us, to fire Sirianni for multiple years.
For sure.
Somehow he gets away from it from all of us.
Last
I
year
think.
saved them. Last year
Yeah,
saved
somehow he gets away from it like every other year, but we all know Sirianni really sucks.
For sure.
Yeah, with that fan base, I think if they don't make it into at least the NFC Championship game next season, I think Sirianni might be let go.
All
They
right.
did it with what's his name after the Eagles last Super Bowl.
How many years
Yeah.
was it before they let Peterson go?
2. It was 2 years
2.
after the Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah, which I think what's best for them is to let Sirianni go, but they're not. At least one more year with Sirianni. If their best bet is to get a former, like they could have one of the best coordinator duos. Vic Fangio as the DC. He's going to do a tremendous job next year as well, I bet. Bring Brian Daboll over as OC. That'll be your best option, in my opinion. Just off the cuff. I'm pretty sure there's an
And I think he's
OC.
worked with Jalen Hurts already before,
He
because I
has.
think he was in
Yes.
Alabama.
Correct.
Because
He
I'm
has.
like, unfortunately, I'm like, say what you want about Jalen Hurts, the way he plays. He hasn't had the same offensive coordinator probably since college or maybe even high school.
Right.
Every year, I think Shane Steichen, I think he had it for 2 years, but like it's been different coordinators year in and year out. And it's kind of difficult to like get into a rhythm if you don't know the guy that's play calling for you.
All right, let's
No,
get into
Steichen was 1 year too.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah, Steichen was one. Real quick, Tech motivates. Heart. We heart you too, dude. You know what I mean? I said Texans would win 33-9. Final score was 30-6. I was very close. Yes, Brandon, I owe you an apology. I said 30 points. You're out of your mind. But, of course, the
Brandon.
defense scored. The defense scored twice, so fair enough. Good. You got me.
Big boy touchdown, Sheldon Rankins.
Big boy touchdown. The last play in Philly was ugly all around. Looking back at it, correct, Chi-Town. I agree. Wild stat, Texans have had 2 defensive touchdowns in 3 straight wild card games. Is that true? Because that is a wild stat.
Every year, D'Amico's there.
Wow.
In the wild card round?
In the wild card round, I
Yeah.
know
Oh,
against
okay.
Joe Flacco.
So we get to
Because I
avoid
know
that bet.
He's right. He's correct.
It was Chargers, the pick sixes, and then with Cleveland too.
Joe Flacco, yeah, they scored twice. I remember that. That was a poop show. I'll tell you that. But okay. All right. Last game. Well, second to last game. Los Angeles Chargers at New England Patriots. Chargers got beat up. Patriots, our defense just did really whatever they wanted, honestly, to them. Our offense was a bit stagnant, but fair enough to the Chargers. They're what, like top,
first half stagnant.
yeah, right. They're pretty like top 10-ish in almost every defensive category. So fair enough to them. But yeah, I don't think there's much to talk about on this one unless Jose, please, if you want.
Look, props up to everybody who doubted us. Thank you for doing it because it just feels a lot better when we win.
Right.
Look, I know Milton came in last week a little more shaky, more nervous about
For
the
the defense.
Chargers, Justin Herbert, and all this stuff. But I said we haven't had our healthy defense together in like 6 weeks, dog. We have not had everyone together with Milton Williams, Spillane, Harold Landry.
Yeah.
We haven't had everyone, and you saw it when we did. Oh my God, y'all talk again. Y'all say Justin Herbert's a top 10 guy, man. We made him a bottom 3 guy that night. Jesus.
Yeah,
Like,
it looked bad. It was pretty bad.
yeah, so I mean, does that mean I'm gonna be overconfident for next week for this week? Absolutely not. I respect the opponents that we got. If anything, people are having more doubts on Houston's offense after what they saw this past Monday. But that I'm not going to because I've seen CJ have his best games at times. So now the real question is, we'll talk about it later. Is our best defensive guy going to be there, and is their best offensive guy going to be there? Talking about Christian Gonzalez and Nico Collins. Now,
Right.
Christian Gonzalez is back on practice. Don't know status of Nico. Cody can tell us later. But as far as this past game with the Chargers and Patriots, shut down, lockdown. Don't talk to me again about Justin Herbert.
Yeah, fair enough. I really do love. You could appreciate this, Jose, and any Pats fans. Chasson and when Harold Landry are both on the field together, the pass rush just looks better overall. There's different packages that they put out there, and it just looks more well-rounded at that point. But yeah, I agree as far as on your main takeaways. That's it. Now let's get to Houston at Pittsburgh. Another blowout.
Well, wait,
Houston.
I want to ask y'all this real quick.
Go ahead.
How worried are you about your offensive line? Because y'all gave him 5 sacks.
Yep.
Now knowing Houston, it's a much different monster.
Mm-hmm.
How worried are y'all about y'all's offensive line giving the 5 sacks against the Chargers?
They'll give up 7 or 8 probably.
Yep.
Yep, and are you worried about their?
extra.
And then are you worried about their offense? Because the way your defense have played, I would have thought y'all would have put up at least more than 16 points.
Cody, you signed the conversation early, so we can just talk now. No,
I was trying to wait.
I was trying to, but we can go now. Like, I'm not worried about Texans offense, honestly.
No, I'm saying about the New England offense.
Oh, New England offense, dude. Our offense is better than the Aaron Rodgers fucking slow ass. That dude tried to run and fucking broke a hip.
That's pretty bad.
So
it is definitely better than Aaron Rodgers' offense.
So the thing is that we're gonna be adjusting throughout the whole game, and that's what's gonna happen. They will get Drake early on. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
yeah,
they'll get him early. And I'll be honest with you, Cody. I wish this was a late night game because I want it to be colder for y'all.
I wish it was late night. Let's break it down in reality, right? Y'all got 1 touchdown against the Chargers.
Should have gotten 2, but he threw one.
That ain't gonna fly. That is not gonna fly this Sunday. You gonna have to do more than that. You gonna need about 3 of them, and that's gonna be rough. We're getting 20. CJ Stroud is not having that many turnovers again. I don't care if it was CJ Stroud or another player. You're not gonna repeat that kind of performance. The likelihood of that happening again is very low. We got our run game going. Woody Marks. Are you shitting me? Andy's toy? He needs to write Andy on the bottom of his cleat. My boy Woody is cooking.
No,
are you crazy? Don't y'all have the 4th worst run defense?
No, we don't.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna be cooking.
You're digging yourself. Okay, so with Woody Marks, your new toy, is that his best game against Pittsburgh?
Yeah, but it's playoff time. That's the style we're going with.
It's the opponent. It's just the opponent. Pittsburgh has been on record being the 20-something ranked defense in anything, right?
I didn't.
Go ahead.
Pittsburgh defense isn't terrible. I think pass rush and stuff, they're pretty good, right?
Yeah, their pass rush is good. They're bad everywhere else. They're bad everywhere else. Okay? So with us, you said we're one of the worst run-stopping defenses. You know you're wrong there. Just want to put you out. Yeah, that's a terrible lie.
What is y'all's run defense?
Go ahead, Jose.
We were number one until Milton Williams and Spillane
Not
went out.
until what is it?
No. I can't. I'm not gonna pull it up right now. I'm telling you what they were.
Oh.
Because that's what you're gonna see. I'm not telling you who they were when they weren't there. I'm telling you what they were when they were there. They were number one, not Jacksonville. They were number one until they went down.
Even overall, with that being said, we're number 6 in yards, number 4 in scoring. So, Cody, let's not do that.
Did Genty run all over y'all?
In week one,
In the
sure.
week
no,
one?
Actually, no.
I know.
No, he didn't.
I'm just questioning because that's the only good running back I can think y'all faced all
yards,
season.
no, the only one that actually did good against us was
Besides
James Cook. Was James Cook the second time? That's the only time.
Right, I already knew the James Cook one.
That was the only time.
Hold on, let's just break this down. I wanted to do
Milton's getting fitted.
Division. I wanted to do it for division. I don't want to do it now, but real quick while it's on subject. No, I'll just go ahead.
I was just asking how y'all felt about y'all's offense moving forward.
Our offense is gonna. Our offensive line is not great. It's better than the Houston Texans offensive line. Our offense, it did not do as much as we probably would want. It's better than Houston's offense. Defense-wise, yeah, they got the best defense.
But we played the same defense
but
2 weeks before. We scored more than y'all.
That's okay, sure.
Okay, so
yeah, and they scored more on you too.
Okay.
Well, you want to use that game, right? You want to bring up that game.
But he's talking about our offense being worse, but just on the same exact defense, we scored more 2 weeks prior.
I'm saying overall. I'm not saying one game.
I'm just saying as of recent. I'm saying as of recent. The Houston offense has gotten better slowly over the past weeks.
Well, here's the problem. Like Milton said, that was your boy Woody's best game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Otherwise, what was his best game before that?
I'm not arguing that, but I'm saying
this. Kansas City.
This is what he's gonna do.
And okay, y'all, that's great.
Based off what?
Christian Charlie Kirk had his best game.
Based off one game.
Yeah,
bro.
So like
based off
144 yards.
Okay, so based off one game, Drake May is gonna have 3 turnovers too again, right? I mean, everybody's shitting on CJ, but Drake May didn't have a great game either.
Okay, who had a better game?
If you look at the yards, they had about the same yards. They had the same turnover, touchdown and interception ratio. Okay. Drake May had a little more rushing yards, okay, but CJ had a better completion rating.
Okay. So let's make that even. Let's do that.
Okay.
How about that? We do that.
Right.
Who has more? Who has where you can expect more? Who had a better season? Where you can?
I'm talking about the playoffs. I'm talking about
Let's talk about. Well, you brought up regular season, and now you keep switching. You're bringing up regular season. I want to go to regular season.
I just brought up last game.
But you brought up early games too. So if I want to talk about early games, I don't think you want to do that.
I talked about facing the Chargers 2 weeks ago. Yes.
No, you talked about Ashton Jinsey. Didn't he have a great
game? I was more asking for information. I wasn't using that as a line. I didn't know if he did or not. I was asking.
Okay. Well, let's wait and get to the divisional game, and then we can start debating and see who makes the better points there. All right. So after that, let's talk about. Do y'all want to do the revisional team rankings? I think we should do that before the divisional prediction debate.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, let's do that.
I'll
start it.
I don't know if you wanted to go over the game that we kind of skipped, Houston and Pittsburgh. Do you think it's Aaron Rodgers' last game in the NFL, or do you think he's going to hang it up?
I don't think so. I think he will come back next season, and we'll see.
But do you think he'll be back in Pittsburgh, or do you think he'll be somewhere else? Because
I think he'll be somewhere else.
Mike Tomlin retires, and do you think he completes the gauntlet of him going to Minnesota finally? Because I know that's what he really wanted.
Yeah, he'll go somewhere else. I think he'll go somewhere else.
Let Aaron Rodgers go.
I love y'all, bro, but y'all are cooked this week.
Hey, hold on. Brandon had a great wild stat earlier, right, about y'all wild card stats.
Oh yeah.
I want him to bring up your last 2 divisionals around.
Please
stats.
do.
Go ahead.
Please do.
We can talk about that then too. That's the week. That's the weekend we're talking about.
Are we talking about like the one where we all know the refs fucking were helping KC and giving Mahomes imaginary
Y'all
hits?
Hey,
Are we talking
hey,
about that
up
hey,
like
game?
20 points.
that's fine with me because that means the rest are
Right.
coming back home.
Because we
for the
all
weekend.
remember in
That
the
means the rest.
moment.
That means the
we
rest
were
are coming
all
back
like
home
that.
to Mayday. Mayday.
Oh no, we got the
Mayday.
refs got a new home now. It's coming to us.
Nah, they don't like Houston. They're right
Yeah.
next to Galveston. Stay with me. 1, 2, 3, Galveston.
No, we don't need the refs though.
Galveston.
We'll run against the refs, you know?
Well, okay.
Why you in the
but yeah,
dark, Cody?
Huh?
What do you like? Have like a secret mask on? We don't know now.
What?
he's like
He just
frozen.
has
I can't see
he
him.
just has a frozen screen on my end. I don't know what you're
Yeah,
talking
I see he's
Because
frozen.
it
On
was in
my
the
end.
dark. There was nothing
I'm
there.
still
about.
frozen?
Wow.
No, I can see you moving. I can see you moving now.
Well, now I
But-
can see.
You're just staticky.
Well, yeah, Aaron Rodgers. We'll see. We'll see what he does. I think he'll stick around. I don't think he'll be in Pittsburgh. Jose thinks he'll retire. What say you guys?
I just I don't think he comes back to something dysfunctional like this. And then him and Arthur Smith were getting into it on the
No.
on the
Do you think
sidelines
he
and
retires?
stuff.
Do you think he retires or no?
I think he has to because I remember he was talking about it like, oh, I think this is it for me. Him and he was on the McAfee show. You know, him and McAfee are like best friends, and he's like, I think this is it for me. I just think it gets to a point like don't continue to ruin your legacy for you think you could still have a moment. I'm like, yeah, he had a moment against Baltimore. That's great, but like, don't continue to ruin it for yourself.
Art Rooney basically gave you his answer. He said Rogers only came here for Tomlin. That's it. It's done. They're not. He's not. Tomlin's gone. Like
Yeah.
Rogers is not going to come back. And who's going to want a 42-year-old man? Who really like Indy?
That's not
I
mobile
guess-
at all. Not
I guess
mobile at all.
Indy took Phillip Rivers. I guess they could take Aaron Rodgers. Right?
I'm like, yeah,
Yes.
because I'm like, Daniel Jones will be out for the whole season next year, more than
That'll
likely.
be an upgrade from Phillip Rivers.
That'd be
You think?
hilarious.
No,
It would be kind of.
It would be
too. I don't look
over
great.
He would
Phillip,
not want to
yes.
play that defense again twice a year.
He wants to go to
Houston, right.
Jacksonville. He wants to play Jacksonville and Houston. Oh, God.
That's right. You're right. Okay. Yeah, that probably wouldn't be in his best interest. Okay. So yeah, forget that now. Now we're good. Well, Cody, Houston beat the brakes off of Pittsburgh. What did you take from it?
I know this is going to happen. Y'all are just going to see this on stage. Like this Houston defense is just going to do this to every single team. I don't care if it's Drake May. I don't care if it's Aaron Rodgers. I don't care if it's Matthew Stafford. This defense, you're just not going to beat. So the defense is going to win us a game. Y'all can laugh at the offense, make fun. CJ can be nervous, whatever the fuck that was, whatever had him shaking in his boots, playing.
Yeah.
I don't know. That just didn't look like even
no one's doubting your defense, Cody. No one's ever like
no. But he's asked what I took away from the game, so it just reassured me, since we've been beating playoff teams, whatever, on this win streak, that this defense is just gonna win us games, and just how it's gonna go.
But the offense does have to show up in order for make further runs. I don't think you can just ride the defense.
I would say so. It logically makes you want to say yes. The offense has to show up, but bro, the offense doesn't. Did you not watch the game? The offense definitely didn't show up. So, I want to say that, but bro, this is like some 2000 Ravens shit. I don't know. You could take fucking what was his name, Dilfer, right? You could take a Dilfer, or they could take Stroud out and put what's his name in, Davis, and Davis Mills, yeah.
they might if he fumbles 6 times again. God,
Yeah.
that's stupid.
Yeah, that game was
It was
just
a wild
crazy.
DJ
game.
Stroud was frustrating the fuck out of me on Monday, dude.
That was the most turnovers I think he ever had in a game, and I think before that game he had like the least turnovers of the season of any quarterback.
Well,
whatever.
at least fumbles. He didn't fumble like that. He was just fumbling. I don't. Yeah, that was all.
Yeah, he had 3 fumbles his whole career or whatever. Yeah, and then that game
Something
he
like
had
that.
3.
He was
Yeah,
trying to be Justin Herbert, except with a W.
Yeah, with a W though. Hey, whatever. Get a W. Get a W. Nobody remembers the fumbles after a while if you just win off of defense. So doesn't matter. All right, let's get into our revisional team rankings. There's 8 teams. How are we ranking them from number 8 to number 1 in y'all's opinion? It's just the power rankings of the teams that's left. I'll start us off. You might not like it, but I at least have reasoning for it. This is more, as long as you can defend it, it's all good, but it just has to make sense. So at number 8, I have the San Francisco 49ers. They're just hurt. They're hurt everywhere, dude. So even if we'll talk about our predictions and all of that, but right now, as a whole, they would be number 8. At number 7, I have the Chicago Bears. Sure, they had the great fourth quarter comeback. If the fourth quarter, it's anybody's game. I will give the Bears that. But overall, defense looked until it mattered. Fair enough to them. And the offense, honestly, looked a little They're real streaky, but shout out to Caleb, DeAndre Swift, and the gang. At number 6 is going to surprise some people, maybe. Maybe not. Buffalo. The Buffalo Bills, it's Josh Allen, and that's it. That's really it. The secondary plays okay, but very streaky as well. But I do think Josh Allen is carrying the team. Not good enough to be in a top ranking, however. At number 5, I have the Los Angeles Rams. You would think, based on how I used to rank the Rams, it would be better. But their defense kind of sucks. I'm going to put the pass rush is great. Defense kind of sucks. Matthew Stafford's going to do his thing. Puka's going to do his thing. But the defense kind of sucks. At number 4, I have the Houston Texans. Defense, Cody, you could be right. Your defense could win you all the way to the championship game. Your defense is really good, dude. All right, I'm not here to your defense is very, very good. Your offense, Woody Marks, sure, we'll see. That's all I'll say. We'll see how Woody Marks does next. And I love that.
Don't hit on Woody, bro. Don't let Woody run all over you.
Okay, we'll see. Number 3, I have the New England Patriots. A bit above Houston, just because I think we're gonna beat them. And no, I'm just kidding. I think we're just better. That's all. Overall, I'm just.
So now you don't think you're gonna win?
Nah. Well, I'm not saying. number 2, we got Denver. Just because they're on a bye, are they the second best team? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see against Buffalo. We'll see on my predictions. And number 1, of course, Seattle. They're on one of the, including Houston, but they're on one of the best winning streaks. The teams that they've even lost to in the regular season, never more than 7 points. Yeah. They're top 7 in offense and defense. Yeah. I'm going to Seattle's number 1. Joe, Cody, Jose. Go ahead.
Alrighty. At number 8, I got the San Francisco 49ers. At number 7, I have the Chicago Bears. At number 6, I have the Buffalo Bills. At number 5, I have the Houston Texans. At number 4, I have the Los Angeles Rams. Number 3, I have the New England Patriots. Number 2, I have the Denver Broncos. And then number 1, I have the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay. At number 8, I got the 49ers. At number 7, I got the Chicago Bears. At number 6, I got the Denver Broncos. At number 5, I got the Buffalo Bills. At number 4, I got the New England Patriots. At number 3, I got the Los Angeles Rams. Number 2, I got the Seattle Seahawks. And number 1, I got the Houston Texans.
Yep. How do we not see that one coming, guys?
Surprise.
Not surprised, muff.
I was gonna say that too.
Normally I get praised for being consistent here.
No.
It's the typical Codyism.
Consistently wrong? Okay.
But that's
Right
actually not true. Not proven that.
Ding ding, school's in. Round 1.
So my Puro 8 postseason rankings. Right now I got the Chicago Bears at number 8. I have the San Francisco 49ers at 7. I do have the Broncos at 6. I have the Texans at 5. I have the Rams at 4. I have the Bills at 3, the Patriots at 2, and the Seattle Seahawks at 1.
All right. Real quick, Jose, while we kind of digest everybody's list, can you go over some comments that seem like relevant or whatever you want?
All right, let's see. I think we can go up to. It's going to bring up earlier conversation, but let's sure why not. Texans have sent a lot of people into the unemployed retire pool this year. Thank you, Brandon. If the O-line can bully the Steelers D-line, then they can bully a lot of people. I don't know that the D-line for the Steelers is not the same as at past years, and TJ Watt is becoming a shell of himself almost. Chicago has been built like this for years. It's hard to get that chip like that. And he's talking about the defense, defensive mindset and everything like that.
So. Yeah, bro, but come on, your offense was always worse than this offense, at least. I know this offense is bad, but fuck, Jay Cutler and shit.
They've never had an offense this exciting. I remember the years that they were really good. Their offense was horrible.
Was so bad
with Rex Grossman. So for their offense to be like this, it's exciting to watch them. I'm like, when I was watching the game this past week, I was like, I didn't want to turn it off whenever they got down big, and I'm like, I don't know why. I feel like the Bears are somehow going to make this into a game. They might lose, but I think they're going to compete. And sure enough, they ended up staying in the game and winning the game.
Yep.
Chicago's never been a 20-something ranked defense and a top 15-ish offense. So
no.
Disagree.
Brandon says the Houston defense got so pissed off that they outscored both offenses. And Alex wants to remind that only 3 teams in the last 25 years got the chip with a defensive lead team or led team. So, and of course, he is talking about 2015 Broncos, 2013 Seahawks, and the 2000 Ravens.
What about some of those Pats teams?
What about the 01?
I wouldn't say defensive led.
What about the Bucks team? Isn't that Bucks team like 01?
Because Cody, when you're talking about
so when he's saying defensive led, you can't have a top offense at all.
Of course not. That's what he means by defensive led. The defense,
because I can still feel like a team can be defensive led and still have a top offense. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like Seahawks, they're defensive led, but they have a good top offense.
The Legion of Boom.
We can talk. Let's break down the 3 of them. Okay, so the 2000 Ravens had Trent Dilfer and Shannon Sharp as their main offensive guys. That wasn't a top 10.
What about the Bucks team? The Bucks team 2 and 01 or something like that, right?
2.
Oh yeah.
And
Legion of Boom,
who was actually now John Gruden's. Yeah, no, that was a weird year. 2002 was a weird year, wasn't it? You would say, but I mean,
even Legion of Boom. Go ahead. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, but I was actually going to go to Legion of Boom next. Russell Wilson wasn't some Russell Wilson yet. It was beast mode and the Legion of Boom.
That's it.
Yeah, but they still had a top 15 offense.
Okay, if you want to say top 15, cool. But when we're talking top offenses, we're talking about top 10, top 8-ish. Top 15 is fine. Totally fine. Totally fine.
When you look at the Patriots, when we were on our whole little dynasty, our offense was always ranked top 5 in everything. Passing was always top 5. Our defense was always normally good too, but
top 12
it was always led by Tom Brady, especially in the playoffs.
If you want to talk about the first Super Bowl, sure, that was more basically defense.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
But everything else afterwards, it was. The first 3 Super Bowls, it was more defense than offense, but it was a lot closer in the second and third Super Bowls than it was the first one.
Yeah.
Okay. Any more comments, or are you good?
We got a Bills fan in the house. He says, "Go Bills!" And his tariff
long boy in seasons.
My tariff did that.
Long bong. What is your final score for Bills and Broncos?
Yes, very interested.
My boy said he's excited to see Josh Allen lose another AFC championship.
He does respond with, I hope you beat the Texans so Josh can rip your heart out in the AFC championship. Bro, how embarrassing would it be?
It's because he don't want them Texans.
How embarrassing would it be if y'all's team went back to New England and then lost and you still can't win another chip? Oh, wait, you never won one.
Bro, y'all both can't be there. I'm sorry.
Sorry. I can't wait to break down the division because without even just the beef thing, it's great matchups in the AFC.
Brady's losses caused by a defensive or offensive team. The loss to Philly was an offensive team. We had a horrible defense that day.
Terrible.
And then the losses to the Giants, props to the Giants defense. Props to the Giants defense. They did their shit.
That Philly team did have a great defense, though.
And we still
not
hung.
against us.
Not against
BDN.
us. We still beat the break.
Oh
but
no, I was talking about the one they beat y'all. My bad.
BDN.
I'm saying
night.
the
That's
one way
fine.
beat us, we scored 35, 38 points.
Oh well, but the regular season they had a top defense, didn't they?
Right. Yeah. Again,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's what the whole thing. Like our defense was bad in the
Who
regular
told,
season.
who told Belichick to bench fucking Malcolm Butler that game? That was
That's
the
a whole nother.
stupidest decision.
Bill sucks. Bill Belichick.
Malcolm
Mal-
Butler,
Mal-
yeah.
Malcolm still he still hasn't come out and said what the fuck he did wrong to get benched. It
Yeah.
did not make no sense.
They need to do
There
a
had to
30
be
for
a
30 for that.
contract. There had to be a contract signed or something because that
An NDA?
needs to be talked about. Yeah, there has to be something talked about because that's crazy. All right, let's talk
No.
about our list real quick. Let's not touch on it too much because it is a little flunk. Like, it's definitely subjective. I just kind of want to get your reasoning.
I think we all
Go
have
ahead.
Seahawks at 1, though, right?
Yeah. There's
not
no
Cody.
except Cody. Cody, of course, got
Oh,
but
text.
runner up. He got him runner up though, so that's all right. With
You're
Cody's
hanging 31 on the Broncos from Denver, bro. Bring it a
31 to
little closer.
14.
You barely beat Jacksonville.
Dang,
Bring it a
man.
lot closer. Bring it a lot closer, bro.
What makes you
Be
think that?
fair. Be fair. But all right, let's go.
What makes you think that? All right, but Cody, your list what's your base off of your list?
Mine was more like who, after watching Wild Card Week and reassessing, I basically had to drop Denver. I lost a lot of faith in Bo Nix and Denver. The more I thought about it, the more I went back and looked at some of their ending of the season. Just the offense, I question Denver a lot more. So that's why I dropped them down. But everything else is mostly pretty consistent from the previous weeks.
Okay.
But even though
Now,
they had the bye, the number 1 seed, you don't give them no leeway.
Nah, I
but
think that shit's gonna hurt them.
yeah, he's basing it off of what he saw wild card, and then of course he's looking at the past Denver. So fair enough to you, Jose. What do you base your list off of? Because Buffalo's pretty freaking high, dude.
Yeah, I know I put Buffalo at 3, right? Oh no,
Yeah.
division rivals, how dare you?
Just want to know. I just want to know.
Says the man who voted for Josh Allen to win MVP last year. Shame. I'm kidding. No, look. The reason I have the Bills high is because I do gotta respect what Josh Allen went out there to do. At the end of the day, it does show that he's still the best quarterback in this conference in the AFC. And we gotta go through him, even if he's on the road the whole way to get to the Super Bowl. That's the only way. Like, no, Broncos, Patriots, we all gotta go through them. Gotta give them props. Now, the reason they're still below the Patriots in the rankings, well, they showed it again. Secondary is suspect as hell, and that run game can't be efficient enough against a top defense. So that's going to be the worrisome against Buffalo. 3 is still nice and considered thanks to what Josh Allen did. I'm surprised you're not asking why I don't agree with y'all putting the Niners last, and I put the Bears instead.
I totally get why he did though.
That's a tough though.
Okay.
Yeah, Chicago.
If-
I guess I'm surprised I'm the only one. I guess I'm surprised I'm the only one who put
I
Chicago last.
just gave 49ers the 8th spot just simply for the George Kittle injury and then the other injuries that they suffered during that game too. It's just, bro, it's like the walking wounded over there.
And then me and Cody agree with Broncos at 6. Like, here at the end of the day, like, I agree with Cody because, at least with Drake, he got his playoff
Main.
V card, gone. Like, he won, he got his job done, we're moving up. Bo Nix has yet to do that.
Right.
Bo Nix could easily pull Lamar and go and start 0-2. So,
Sure.
So Broncos and Bo being a fourth quarter team, I don't know how much I could trust that. That's why I put the Bears also at last because, again, they're a fourth quarter team. So,
Yeah.
Broncos gotta win to earn that
Right.
respect a little more. They can't just be at 2 just because what they did in regular season.
Right. If they
Yeah.
stop Josh Allen's run this year and this week, that'll be big. I'll definitely consider them up there with Seattle.
Sure.
But not with
I
us.
don't-
Well, Cody, they'll be top 4 if they win.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like how legit I give them versus Seattle.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't all the way disagree. I went more off of Seattle's Denver had a bye. Their top teams. I just left them there. But I understand what how y'all structured it, I guess. Let's see. Rams.
Y'all's was pretty basic.
Yeah, it is. Well, new.
They
Yeah,
only had
well,
like 2 teams swap, Rams and Texans. At
No,
5
they only went off of
or
stats.
4 or 5. 4 or 5, sorry.
well, not stats. Chicago would be last if I went off of stats. But, all right. Do y'all want to push back on anybody else's, or are we good for division?
No,
I mean,
I understand what everybody's coming from. It's not like Cody. I know Cody was gonna throw his boys at 1. Like I knew. Like we're coming in at when we said top 8. I was like, he's gonna have the
10.
Texans at 1.
10 in a row.
Yep, 10 in a row. Got to give it respect. All right, let's go into divisional matchups. The first one, Saturday, is going to be one game, right?
2.
It's set
games.
2 and 2.
It's
Both
2 in
games on
each.
both days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's San Francisco,
3:30.
Seattle. I know that's for sure. What's the other one?
Niners and
Bills and
Seahawks.
Broncos at 3:30.
Bills and Broncos. Okay, thank you. All right, let's start off with San Francisco going to Seattle for the third time.
12 man.
We saw what happened literally just a couple weeks ago on this
13-3.
matchup. Seattle, and honestly, that score didn't really justify the beating that Seattle
Yeah,
really
that's what
put
the-
on.
Wait. 13-3. Oh, in Levi. It wasn't even
Yeah,
in Seattle.
Levi
It was
Stadium.
at Levi. Yeah.
In Levi Stadium, and San Francisco actually trying to win. It's not nobody could put the aspect of
Oh,
it's
we
they
didn't
didn't
even
care.
bring that up. The teams that rested on week 18 lost in wild card weekend. We didn't even bring that up.
Oh, that's a good point. They sure did.
Yeah, the Eagles did. Green Bay did.
Chargers.
Chargers.
Oh, okay, cute. Justin Herbert. Oh, you got your little rest. You got your little man.
The Texans kind of rested. Texans rested half a game.
Yeah, half you still played. Like they
Yeah.
they rested
Yeah,
the whole
They,
game.
they put like the
After
starters
you
didn't even play at
saw-
all.
Right. After Jacksonville, y'all saw Jacksonville winning. You just
Yeah,
pulled
there was no
everybody into
point. Yeah.
Yeah, there was no point at that point. So,
Yeah.
still played though. So San Francisco, Seattle. Damn it, good poll, Jose. You should have said that earlier. That was a good point.
Seattle's a favorite by
Why not?
7. Just FYI.
Yeah, of course, Seattle's the favorite, dude. With the matchup, when we saw the last game, for any nerds out there, Seattle rarely, or at least like 20% of the time, would play cover 1. And so, in my opinion, Shanahan wasn't expecting that. When they played each other, they played cover 1 majority of the time. They rushed 4 and said, all right, Brock, you love to throw it deep, beat us deep. We're going to have all the guys back there for you. And Brock did not even try him. He went under 20 yards almost every single attempt and still didn't play well. So I don't know if the same thing transpires this time. Kyle Shanahan, I mean, you have to, as far as coaching jobs, San Francisco defense and offense, I think, have the best coaching jobs done all year because of what they have, to personnel wise. Let's just say that. With this game, fellas, without saying a winner, is any matchups that intrigue you? Anything to look for? How would you break it down? Whoever wants to.
The linebacking core against CMC is going to be really huge this week because I'm like he's been averaging about 100, except for the Seattle game, like over 100 plus total yards scrimmage. So he is the whole game plan for Seattle this upcoming week, especially now. No George Kittle. Jawan Jennings is going to have to play 10 times as more big for this week for them. But CMC against those linebackers, that's the key matchup if the 49ers have any shot of winning this week.
And Kyle Shanahan's the new Mike Tomlin.
Oof.
I wouldn't say that.
Kyle
No.
wins.
I'm like,
the
they just
season.
won. They just won a playoff game. I'm like, I
Yeah,
think
I
was
wouldn't say that.
Tomlin
Not at all.
was
Okay.
like 1-6 in their last like 7.
Yeah,
know
but
what?
in,
You know
in
what?
10
Tomlin-
years, he'll be
Tomlin
doing
has
what
Super Bowl.
Tomlin was doing.
Tomlin at least has a Super Bowl.
Well, that's
empowers
what you're
players.
thinking. Yeah, no, they're not even same at all
Got
whatsoever.
a
Ring,
power.
still his ring, not Cowers.
It's like Dungy
Yeah.
with Gruden.
Hey, still his ring, not history says who was the head coach. That guy, not the previous one.
I hear Long Bong. I saw him in the comments. He is right. Bills also rested, but they won.
It was the Jets.
Just saying.
Come
Just saying.
on,
They rested.
We're not talking
the
about
statement.
bro.
No, Josh Allen
everyone's
came in for a little
JV team
bit.
would have been the Jets. Everyone.
I'm like, Josh Allen came in for a little bit, and then he's like, all right, I'm
for
out.
one snap. For the one snap.
Right. What? No, that doesn't count. No, that doesn't count. But okay.
He wanted to be on the stadium. I mean,
I want to see Brock Purdy versus the D line of Seattle.
Likewise.
Tank Lawrence.
There you go. Thank you. Okay, so with
Miss you.
Seattle, they typically rush 4. Just their secondary, just like Houston, but y'all blitz a little bit more. They have
don't.
the secondary. No, I think a little bit more. I don't know for sure. Let me look that up, actually.
I'm pretty sure we blitzed less than anybody.
Here, I'll say this. The difference between this week's matchup in the divisional round versus Week 18, Trent Will is back. He wasn't there for that Week 18 matchup.
It's huge.
That's going to be the difference maker. But of course, the opposite side is they lost George Kittle. He won't be here this time either. So it's going to be
gained a blocker, lost a blocker.
Yeah, exactly. The best blocking tight end probably in history of NFL.
Tunges is pretty good though, but go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, I think this Seattle defense is going to be too much for Brock Purdy in the offense. Sure, they'll put up more points, probably more yards. It all comes down to, at the end, Sam Darnold. Mm-hmm. Do you still see ghosts? What, like, can we get over this dumb shit? Like, come on, dude. Like, they brought you in. You got the first seed. You won the division. The jitters are out. Like, let's get out there, because you can't lose to your division rival at your home. You literally just did that to them to win the division title. You can't let them send you home while at home. Like, you just can't. Like, so this is gonna all be Sam Darnold versus Ghost and Brock Purdy praying.
Brock Purdy praying, really? What
it's crazy. It's crazy when I'm looking at like the home team records, the wild card weekend. They're only 2-4, so the road teams won 4 games. So just think about that. Can that continue to happen?
It's wild card weekend too. Yeah. Like, some of the road teams had a better record than the home teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah, wild card. I don't. But okay, so with San Francisco and Seattle specifically. Also, Cody, you're right. Houston blitzes 18.9%, Seattle 19.3%, barely. But you're right. It's fair enough.
Houston is the least blitzing team, right?
Nah, Cincinnati.
Well, Cincinnati. They don't even have a defense, so they don't count.
All right, the Rams. The Rams and the Eagles. The Rams and the Eagles are above y'all.
Yep.
But with Seattle, I agree with the whole Sam Darnold aspect of it. Brock Purdy is gonna do Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy now has become not conservative. He's becoming
Brock Rock.
He's gonna say, all right, well, I'm gonna other than when they faced each other last, I'm gonna shoot down 20 plus yards. And that's how we're going to play. That's exactly how we're going to play. And, of course, dump-offs to C-Mac is always available. If something changes from how they played initially. Seattle, with Sam Darnold, he has the benefit of playing a dismantled San Francisco defense. Like, Saleh could do all he can. He could scheme these guys up, but they don't have the players. D. Winters, their replacement of the linebacker is going to be the one starting. Had a good game against Philly, by the way. But Seattle, if they could get the run game going, that's curtains, because that's what happened in the last game.
Starter.
Yeah, sure. But we'll see. I think Trent Williams being there is a big one. I think whoever becomes more streaky as far as quarterback play, that's who's going to lose the game. If Brock Purdy starts throwing, if he throws 2 picks, I'm fine. As long as he throws 2 touchdowns or runs for a touchdown and throws another one, which Brock Purdy sometimes does, and they win those games. Same thing with Sam Darnold. Well, Sam Darnold's not a rushing threat, but if he starts off bad, he typically doesn't really recover as well. So I think it's a simple answer, but I think it's going to be between the quarterbacks. What quarterback can outplay the other as far as efficiency and I'd say even more riskability. But what say you guys other than that? Anything y'all want to add before we
agree with you? It's whoever goes out there and fucking remembers that they're the man for the team. Right. The ball's out. Last time they played, Brock Purdy couldn't pass over 130 yards, and Sam Darnold didn't even reach 200. And they weren't. It wasn't their game. It was obviously the running backs and stuff like that. So honestly, what to me it tells me is that Seattle's defense will have to carry more of the load like they've had like the last couple of weeks. If you notice the last 8 games for Seattle, Sam Darnold only has 8 passing touchdowns. That's not good.
10 picks.
So if that's the Sam Darnold we're gonna get this weekend, then the defense is gonna have to load up even more to take care of Brock Purdy, and it's gonna have a tougher time with Trent Williams back on the field. CMC will probably be the MVP of the game, regardless they win or lose.
Fair enough. Now, let's do our pick'ems. San Francisco, Seattle. I will go first. I have San Francisco with the upset, beating Seattle. And I think, yeah, I'm not that confident, just like last week. I wasn't that confident, but I got a feeling about Brock, man. Brock and Kyle. They're gonna make it happen. And Sam Darnold's gonna have a terrible game. That's my opinion.
All right, for my pick, I'm actually rolling with the San Francisco 49ers. I think Brock Purdy and C-Mac get it done against a tough man. And Sam Darnold turns back into the pumpkin yet again in the playoffs.
All right, I got the Seattle Seahawks winning 28-13.
Damn.
I feel like even though they don't have a defense as good as Houston, I feel like their defense is going to play a role as the Houston defense will, and will have to win them the game. I think San Francisco sucks so bad that that's all Seattle's going to have to do is just shut them down.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take Seattle as well. I'm going to go actually with the score of 24-23. I think it'll be a late field goal kick to win the game for Seattle. It's going to be a real chilly, cold game. I do think Brock has a stronger arm. But at the end of the day, I do think that that team has gone through too much injuries to win out in the 12.
Okay. All right. Well, we're split. Exactly split. Huh. So, Cody, you think Sam Darnold's just going to ball out, or you think they're going to run all over San Francisco? How are they going to score that many points?
Yeah, defensive touchdowns.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that. I mean, Brock Purdy, they scored, 3 points the last game? I don't see him getting much more. Maybe a touchdown more,
What
not
about their
2
left
more.
tackle? They're all pro left tackle?
Okay, they lost their left tackle, but they lost their best receiver. I mean, they gained their left tackle, but lost their best receiver.
That's
I mean,
not their
you
best.
could. Well, shit. I mean, it is to me. I don't know about, maybe not for you, but to me, Kittle is their best receiver on the team still.
Isn't C-Mac the best receiver?
Okay,
Said that.
yeah. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Right.
All right.
So, and
Well, I'm talking about person that plays receiving, not running.
right, fair, sure. But I would say San Fran, if they can, it's going to be hard.
Trent Williams coming back is not doesn't make me feel much more safe.
Oh, fair enough. But overall, objectively, that's a big deal. So that you don't have to feel that way, but objectively, it's a big deal. It's the best left tackle in the game.
I don't
back.
like the -7 fucking odds. Who put -7 for them? Respectfully for Seattle, this should not be -7. Take the under. Take the +7, guys.
Yeah.
If San Fran can duplicate, which is going to be hard, Philly had a good defense, but Seattle's a different monster. With getting another receiver involved, that was Denard Robinson, 8, had a great game against Philly. So if one of the other wide receivers, Ricky Pearsall, come back to life sometime, please, somebody like that, Ton just had a couple of good games as well, then they can mimic it. As far as, since y'all gave a score, I'm going to go with 21-17, San Francisco winning. All right. Joe, for giggles, do you want to give a score?
21-13.
All right, cool.
A full touchdown. Okay.
And you got San Fran winning, right?
Yeah.
Okie doke. Now, Buffalo going up to Mile High. Denver Broncos. Last time we saw this game, it was a blowout. To be fair, I'll look up the actual stats, but memory serves, Bo Nix didn't have a great game, but it wasn't because of him they lost. He didn't have a terrible game.
Their first drive, I think they went right at Buffalo, and I think it was 7-0.
That was it. Yes, you're right.
Buffalo ended up pulling out the belt and like, look, dude, like we're the Buffalo Bills. Now it's crazy how it's so switched. The whole, like, it's crazy.
Well, Buffalo, I think still they're the favorites while they're away. So
They
which
they
is
opened
crazy.
up as a favorite. Now Denver is a 1.5 point favorite,
Has
which
any
is
number one seed been the underdog their divisional round?
it's a good question. I
no, I
don't
don't
know.
think so.
That's
But
a
In
good
past
I'm
question.
like
years,
they
probably.
are now
Yeah.
favorite now 1.5
Y'all telling me when Tennessee was the number one seed, y'all thought they were actually like a team?
against
They were
Tennessee.
definitely
Vegas
the
wise.
favorites, though.
Yeah, Vegas wise. Like us,
Yeah.
sure, but Vegas is the question. Okay, but let's get into the game. So Buffalo goes to Denver. Before I go, because I got a lot of matchups that I'm really interested in seeing, I'll let the panel go ahead and go buck wild. Whoever wants to start, please.
I'll just say this: this is the most interesting matchup for me going into this game. Nick Bonito against Dion Dawkins. Whenever they go against each other, Dion has to somehow hold off that beast of Nick Bonito. If he can hold him off and just allow some pressure, maybe even a couple hits, that will lead for Buffalo to win this game.
Uh, Ed Oliver returned to practice today after a long absence. We know how big and efficient he is to that defensive line for the Buffalo Bills. Uh, the Bills, I believe, have two All-Pro offensive linemen, so that's the matchup I'm going to be excited to see. Everyone gave me shit last week for the where I ranked Buffalo's defense. So let's see them prove everyone else and prove me wrong. And let's see that battle against the Denver Broncos offensive line. Can they get to Bo Nix? Can they disrupt the whole game? Can they make it real low scoring and tight in
Yeah.
Denver, high altitude, cold weather?
Right. Cody, what you got?
Yeah, I'm agree with Jose as far as defensive line of Buffalo needs to get some pressure on Bo Nix for some boneheaded plays, some rookie playoff plays, to get that extra advantage and create some separation. Otherwise, the defense for Denver is going to hold them back a lot. I don't see Buffalo scoring 30 points. So
Okay.
And let's also talk about a little bit before Milton go on.
Go ahead.
If Broncos can't establish a run game,
Right.
because this is one of the things that a lot of people say you can run through Buffalo's defense and shit like that. With RJ Harvey, I know there's no J.K. Dobbins. If you can't establish a run game, if it's just check downs and all that stuff, then Bo, you're gonna have a long day, buddy.
Yeah.
mhm.
I
I
couldn't
see
agree more.
that. I see that happening actually.
They have to, like, there's no question. They have to get the running game. And I'm pretty confident they will. Don't get me wrong, RJ Harvey, he's one of the top guys in yards before contact. Hence, the offensive line is good. But he's one of the worst in yards after contact. Hence, he's not that great yet at running the ball. So, it depends, I guess. However, Buffalo's defense is not that, Jose, like I said last week, is not that bad except against the run. The run, it is terrible. They allowed like 200 something yards against Jacksonville. Both of the running backs averaged more than 5 yards a carry. Jacksonville, all you have to do is keep running it. But
Right, you still couldn't win, you dumb fucks.
Jacksonville, that's coaching. But don't do that again, please, if you're back at it. But with Denver, they have to get the running game going. And what's a positive for Denver is RJ Harvey is one of those dual threats. He is good at catching in the backfield. And guess what? Buffalo has terrible games against running backs that can catch the football as well. So it's a dual thing. They have to get RJ Harvey and McCullough. Is it McCullough? Jahlil McCullum? McCullough? I think McCullough. Whatever. The other running back there. They have to get both of them involved to really win this game. Josh Allen's going to do Josh Allen things. The offensive line will play, I think, well enough. But with both AFC matchups, you have at least this year, a top-tier quarterback going up against the first or second best pass rush. You know what I mean? So with this pass rush going up against this offense, Josh Allen, at least thus far, is pretty good with pressure. If you pressure Josh Allen, well, if Josh Allen has a say in it, he'll still get something done. And then if you don't pressure Josh Allen, you're in for more trouble. So
Bro said
he's
first or second.
Well, what I mean, before getting into our game, is Houston and Denver have the best pass rushes. Both. That's it. Both of them had the best pass rushes. So going up against two of the quarterbacks that this year are top level quarterbacks. So that's all I meant by that. But yeah, so I think it's going to come down to, can Denver get their running backs going? If that's running the ball, hopefully, or at least passing the ball, because that is the weakness of Buffalo's defense. And if that becomes the game, then I like Denver's chances. If they can't get that going, yeah, I'm with Jose. Most likely it's going to be curtains for them.
Denver has to make it as ugly as the Buffalo game against Philly. Denver has to make it that ugly. That is literally, for me, the only way. If you can't shut down Josh Allen, then you cannot win this game. You can shut down James Cook, but they can still win. But if you shut down Josh Allen, then you got the real good shot. You got to make it as ugly and dirty as Philly did to Buffalo.
Right on. Okay, now let's do some pick'ems. This one's gonna be tricky because I'm really not confident in this one. So I'll start us off. I do have Denver beating Buffalo, sending Josh Allen packing. I don't predict Josh Allen necessarily having a bad game. I just feel as if he will start later, and it'll be too late at that point. Sean Payton, it's really up to Sean Payton how he schemes this thing against Buffalo's defense, because they can be had, but you got to get the run game going, which I think they will get going. So that's why I got Denver. Go ahead.
So I have the Fighting Josh Allen's 27-18.
Oh, shoot. I didn't put a freaking thing. All right.
Go now. You know.
Yeah. I have – hold on. Let me write that down. What score did you have, Joe?
27-18.
Damn, 27.
That's too much.
That's a little much.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on how fast he scores, though. I feel like if he hangs 2 touchdowns first quarter, ooh, fuck.
It could be trick because Denver's.
That's why I feel like I feel like Buffalo's gonna come out strong. I think Denver's gonna play real tight after that, and it's gonna be like the Boo Birds will come out and like come on, bro, like get on it. And I feel like the defense will end up holding them to an extent, and I think Denver makes a late like surge, but then it's like too little, too late.
That'll be a good story because most game-winning drives this year is from Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos. So.
Right, we've been having a lot of games this year where they have game-winning drives. This game probably going to be won off the first drive.
Good. Okay. Score-wise, I got Denver winning 24-20.
24-20. I like that. All right, and I got the Buffalo Bills winning 24-20.
Damn it.
I will look as great as if you get Ed Oliver back. They did lose Jordan Phillips, of course. Matt Milano has a questionable ankle. Dre Greenlaw might be coming back. We'll see for this game for sure. But give me Denver 20, Buffalo 17.
Not gonna lie, Jose, that surprised me. I don't know why, but that's really surprised me. You picking Denver.
Oh, because of my rankings and stuff?
No. Rankings is rankings, but just the way you've been talking about Denver all year. But you've been talking about Buffalo kind of in a worse sense.
I again, winning 3 straight road games is going to be tough. And I'm just going to doubt it, respectfully. It took them 34 fucking years to finally get a road game. Now you're going to ask for 2 in a row? Like, I'm just saying.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. That's going to be a great game, by the way. I really can't wait to that game. Which game is first? Rams?
That one. Bills and
Bills and Broncos at 3:30, and then Seattle and 49ers at 7.
Yep.
That wasn't wait. Yeah, what the heck were y'all talking? I'm talking about the Rams. The Rams, Chicago, New England.
Oh,
Houston.
Rams on Sunday.
Patriots and Texans are first
at 2:00.
Right, thank you. Okay, let's talk
Well,
about it. You want
it's
to
weird.
save that for last? We'll save that for last. We'll save that for last. Forget
Us?
that.
We'll save us? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll save that.
You did it the wrong way with the Saturday games. I didn't know what was going on.
Sorry, man. Yeah, I was trying to get it in order. Y'all.
You did it.
I didn't. Los Angeles Rams going to Chicago. A tale of two different teams, in my opinion. You got the Rams with the vaunted offense, the defense that in the beginning bended but didn't break and all that. Chicago's defense absolutely sucks, but they get a lot of turnovers. And I mean, this last playoff game, they played well when it mattered most. So I got to give Dennis Allen his flowers for that one. And then you got Caleb Williams being a dud until the fourth quarter. So we're going to see something. I think with this matchup, Chicago can't start the way they've been starting. I think that's kind of everybody's opinion, most likely.
But that's how they've been starting all year, though. It's kind of crazy.
Right.
Like, for the majority of these games, they end up starting off real slow, and then that happens where it's like, all right, bro, like you can't do this, and week in and week out, they continue to do it, and somehow they do win some of these games at the end, but later in the season, you can't continue to do that.
Especially against a Rams team, because sure, you got away with it from Jordan Love, which, to be fair, he had a great first half. Second half, a lot of that wasn't on him. I'm not a Jordan Love fan at all, but a lot of that wasn't on him. It was the play calling wasn't great, and I think the defense really did step up. With the Rams, you're not going to get, Christian Watson is my best wide receiver, or Matthew Golden randomly just starts playing like an all-pro.
All of a sudden, he scores.
Right. You got Puka, Devontae Adams, and the gang, and I don't think at all this is legitimately the game you can't start off late. But, fellas, I'll give it to y'all as far as matchups that you're most intrigued with, and if you want to break down anything else, by all means.
For me, it's the secondary of the Bears against the wide receiving core of the Rams. I'm like, that's where the game will be won. I'm like, if Puka and Devontae dominate like they usually do dominate, more times than none, the Rams win the game. I'm like, if the secondary gets cooked, I'm like, because they won the turnover. I think they're one of the highest rated, turnover teams in history this season. I think the Bears. The Bears in the secondary with their turnovers, like gaining turnovers.
Yeah.
So if they can, get Puka off his mark, Devontae, if they can get them rattled, I'm like, then they'll give this team a shot at winning. But they can't afford to be giving up points easily and then having Caleb playing from behind.
Come on, Cody.
All right. Out of all the games this week, this is probably the one I feel like has the most lopsided favorite in a way, even though I'm not saying what Vegas ranks them. But as you know, with the whole Sam Darnold questions, we still don't feel super confident necessarily in the Seahawks. And of course, the two AFC games are damn near toss ups. So I feel like this one has the most lopsided victor, at least for favorite. Basically, Stafford and Puka need to do their job. If they do their job, they win, right? I think there's no other explanation really as far as the Rams, detailed message to win. So I'm taking the Rams if they do their job. That's pretty much it.
This battle between the Los Angeles Rams and Chicago Bears is going to come down to one thing: weather. Are you gonna pussyfoot California teams? Are you gonna go into that cold, complaining about the weather? Are you gonna go with the mindset that you can't win because it's too chilly for your pants? I don't want to hear it. This weather is gonna be as low as 6 degrees, 25-mile wind. Like there's no excuses for this one. You're either the best team in the NFC or you're not. And this is where Chicago has a chance to win because they are a cold, frigid team. They can take it. These guys have been playing there for a lot of them for years, and Ben Johnson's not afraid to tell y'all, "Go fuck yourself." So look, I need LA to come out here and play better. They didn't. They started out hot against Carolina, but look what happened. Carolina came back on them. Like they were good. Then what happened? And then it was a tight matchup the rest of the way. Chicago, You're right. They can't start slow. Caleb, you cannot start slow. That run game's got to be established quick, early. You know that secondary is sus right now for the LA Rams. So we'll talk about the scores and everything right now, but man, this is going to be a lot closer than people think, and I could easily smell an upset.
Okay, I think this is going to be the most high-scoring game of the divisional round, and I do think it's going to be close as well. I don't think it's going to be a blowout whatsoever. It could be, of course, but I don't think it will be due to the weather and the fourth quarter heroics of Sir Caleb Williams. Now, let me see. I thought I saw a comment. The Bears didn't even get a turnover this week, but still won. Sure, against Green Bay. Good for you, Chi-Town. Good for you. All right, let's get into score predictions. Oh, well, not score predictions. Winner and score predictions. Let's do that. I have the Rams beating the Chicago Bears at Chicago. Didn't have a score, but let me get one for you. I have the Rams beating Chicago probably 27-19. I take it back. 27-23. All right.
So I'm gonna have the Los Angeles Rams beating the Chicago Bears 21-17.
You got who winning? Sorry.
The Rams.
Okay. 17.
For me, lopsided victory comes with lopsided upset. Give me the Bears winning 28-27.
I like that. Oh, that happens, man. I mean, cinema. That's gonna have to be cinema right there. Go ahead,
Cinema.
I'm going with the upset too.
Oh, whoa.
Give me the Chicago Bears at home. Fourth
Chicago.
quarter rally one more time.
One more time.
27-23 Chicago.
I want Texans and Bears Super Bowl so CJ can sun his ass again.
That's so funny. That is hilarious. I bet you do.
You petty ass motherfucker.
I'm like, if that were to happen, we're gonna see another. I'm like, if the Bears end up winning again this week, we're gonna see another video of Alex going crazy with him and the family and stuff. I loved it. I love seeing that.
Hey, Chi-Town, in the comments, please give your score prediction, unbiased, if you can. If you can.
I was waiting to see if I was gonna see Jose in that video of the Bears. Like, where
why would I go? They don't invite me.
I don't know. I don't know if he would have invited you to like a carne asada. I'm like,
no, it was. Well, I was working that day, and it was
that night.
It was our but it was our. Okay, I'm not driving to Pleasanton at night for by myself for shits and giggles for a Chicago game. Okay, I'm not gonna do all that. Come on now. That's like me saying, "Hey, Alex, come on over here. Come a bunch of Patriots with me, brother." You don't care.
Yeah.
Like, why would I care about Chicago? Like,
you wouldn't care. All right. Now the game we all been waiting for, huh? The game we all been waiting for. Let's talk about
the shouty match for no fucking reason.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So we got Houston going up to Foxborough, playing the New England Patriots. Now
playing the New England Patriots of
yes,
the AFC East against the AFC North Houston Texans.
AFC South, Joe. Jeez. You try to put on the voice and then you got it wrong.
First of all, we are the AFC East and the NFC South champions. Let's get it right. Okay.
That's funny.
We swept the South.
Funny. It's pretty funny. Yeah, we did actually. Yeah. All right, let's talk about it. Patriots, Houston Texans. You know what? I really want. Yeah. Should I like? Yeah, let's. It's two Patriot fans that are very expressive. I'll go first. Cody, you can make your own thing up, refute me and all that, and then Jose.
I'll get sandwiched. Yeah, y'all start off strong, get it end off strong too.
It's gonna be a Patriot Texas sandwich. Like two Patriots on the outside.
As you can see, Cody, I didn't even make the order. All right, I don't give a
Actually, Joe. Just in case I agree with some Joe's point, I could just piggy off of Joe. Joe, break this game down, maybe the matchups and all that, and then we'll kind of I'll go off of your vibe, dude.
So the big time thing for me, Will Campbell, big time playoff game right now. against that vaunted Houston defensive line. How does Will Campbell fare against Daniil? What side does Daniil or Will Anderson go
He's
on,
gonna
Cody?
be dealing.
They don't
Go ahead.
fucking care, bro. They're gonna
Yeah,
swap
they
sides
don't
either
care.
way.
Do
They
they
change
swap?
it.
I don't know if they go like
They
one
swap.
side,
They
one
They
swap.
side.
Yeah.
They do.
Okay, because I know sometimes they just keep guys on certain edges. So that is the big time key matchup. Will Campbell needs to be able to, win at least 70% of that matchup. If not, Drake May is gonna be
That's
on
a
his
big
ass.
to ask
That's
for
a
the
big.
boy.
That's a big ass.
No,
70%. Jesus
no,
Christ.
no, no, because at in this point of the season, you need to have your best players playing big time games. And Will Campbell, I know he's a rookie and all, but that's why you draft him this high.
Shout
That's
out
why
that boy Willie.
so he has to play big. Drake May has to have that clock in the back of his head. Like, hey, like I cannot hold the ball longer than 3 seconds because one of these dudes is gonna get my ass. So that is the big time key matchup is really Will Campbell and of course that offensive line. But Will Campbell needs to be able to help that blind side of Drake May, big time.
All
Yeah,
right.
you're very generous to say we got 3 seconds.
Yeah. What? 70% is pretty. Yeah, that's great. That's a Pat fan.
Well,
That Cody.
what I'm saying
I
is
don't think
like
that's
he
gonna
can't.
happen.
What I'm saying is like he can't give up more than 2.5 sacks or more from himself.
Sure. That's fine. That's fair. Yeah, he better not.
That's what I'm saying.
It's-
70%. I'm like, if you think about it, with all the
70. That's not. It's not.
His win rate isn't going to be
Yeah.
even
There
near
you go.
30.
It has to win. The win rate is what you're talking about, and the win rate. If he gets 70%, whoever's all pro,
Oh,
Will
man,
Campbell,
that'd
take
be
it.
insane.
Take it. Will Campbell gets it.
Hey, I'll trade you Daniil Hunter for him if he gets
Right.
70%.
Give us Will. Give us Will, man. All right. He's younger. All right. Let me go real quick. I'll just talk about the matchup that the reason why we're going to go over picks. We already know who at least 3 of us are picking. So the reason why I am favoring the Patriots is because of the certain matchup as far as pressure. There's going to be pressure on both quarterbacks. Let's just say it. All right. I think that's a given. I think that's one thing we could all come to common ground with is there's going to be pressure on both quarterbacks. One, because both of our offensive lines isn't great. One's better than the other. No offense. But also, one pass rush is much better than the other. And that's
What Joe's O-line end up ranking at the end of the year? I think ours came out to like 13th or something, or 15th.
13th and what? What are you ranking?
Overall, I think that's what I had saw, that we came out to like 15th overall O-line ranking or something. We had stepped it up the probably the last 5-6 weeks. We started giving up less sacks and all that.
13.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm about to.
I was just wondering. I wasn't like challenging.
No, I understand. I understand.
Or you fucking go off of me.
No,
Where'd you get it from?
I
PFF or what?
think PFF gave us 11. They gave y'all 27.
27. Damn. No, we weren't that bad. The O-line
Y'all were
definitely
pretty
stepped
bad.
up this.
No,
They
you could
definitely
be
did a
right.
lot better this year.
You could be right at that. That's why you're not 30th.
Yeah, New
You know what I'm
England
saying?
was 11. Let me see.
No, so y'all are going off of PFF now?
Well, that was the first
I'm
one
trying
I
not
saw.
to.
I went for the first rankings that went up there.
Houston Texans at 27.
27 on PFF or what?
Yeah.
ESPN?
Something
Hey,
called Pro Football Network here. They gave y'all 25. They gave us
11th though. That was pretty good for y'all.
19. PFN gave us 19. They gave y'all 25.
So no matter what, let's just call it.
No, I wasn't challenging that. I was
know,
just wondering. Yeah.
I know. So no matter what, the quarterbacks are going to be under pressure. So what I went to look at is obviously I watched it. They both played different. Both of them, as far as quarterbacks, CJ Stroud, Drake May, both of them play very like they have high anxiety when they are being pressured. They both play that way. However, as far as like fumbling the ball and all that kind of stuff, that both of them do that. CJ Stroud, really just the last game actually had the fumbles occur, but his decision making when being pressured is not like almost anybody.
I call it the panic run. Yeah.
It's like the panic pat. Like he's just
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
If we go with Drake May under pressure, he has 7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Now this is the subjective part. 12 big time throws, 10 turnover worthy plays. Y'all don't have to really catch up with the numbers. Just know, one's a positive and a negative. They're close though. Obviously kept clean. He's much better. 25 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 13 drops. Our receivers got to get it together. 15 big time throws, 9 turnover worthy plays. CJ Stroud under pressure this year. 5 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, only 1 drop. So you can't really put it on the receivers at that point. Also, 7 big time throws, 12 turnover worthy plays. So half of them got actually picked, basically is what that means. Kept clean. Of course, played much better. 15 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 3 drops, 11 big time throws, 5 turnover worthy plays. So with that being said, is if it is just a pressure game, I do favor May. I've seen May play well under pressure, other than the holding the ball and fumbling and getting hit left side and right side. I've seen that too. So I hope that doesn't happen. But I've seen him play well under pressure compared to CJ. I have not seen CJ Stroud play well under pressure this year. I didn't go back. As far as blitz rates, it's the same thing. I ain't going to go out the blitz rates because, one, to your point, Cody, y'all don't blitz much. So I'm not really worried about it. And when May's blitzed, I wouldn't blitz him. He's 13 touchdowns, 1 interception. Don't blitz him. That's going to be your best bet. Don't blitz him. You got your own pass rush. Continue with that. You'll be fine. But I am favoring it just because quarterback play. I think obviously your defense is better. Our defense is going to look very, very good against your offense, however. So it's when you compare the defenses in this game, I think it's going to look very similar. And by no means do I think our defense is as good as Houston, but it's going to look that way, in my opinion. And Drake May under pressure plays better objectively, and that's why I do favor the Patriots. Cody, you don't even have, if you want to refute me, go for it, but you could do your own spill.
All right. Let's give a round of applause for Milton. Milton did a fantastic job explaining to us why Drake May's better than CJ Stroud, which I can 100% agree with. I definitely agree. It's, Drake May got all the stats to back it up. He's definitely played way better than CJ Stroud this year and is better quarterback this year. But that has nothing to do with that. That offense ain't scoring a goddamn thing. That's what the problem began. You see, y'all scored 1 touchdown on the damn San Diego, hashtag Oakland, hashtag Los
Okay.
Angeles, hashtag North Compton Chargers that nobody claims, that have been banged up. You could barely get offense going against them. And I guess they're pretty good defense, right? They're not a terrible unit.
Top 10,
Or
yeah.
top 10, yeah. So I mean, but you're about to get double that. And it's not just the pass rush. I get that's all everybody focuses on. Y'all focus on Will and Daniil Hunter as respectably y'all should. I mean, they are the best pass rush in the league. But it's everybody else that makes it so hard. It's how Alshire covers and linebacker. It's how Petrie plays half safety, half linebacker, is flying everywhere. It's how it just makes it so hard in cover that we play for you to score on. And your offense isn't as fluid as you like to think it is to be able to outscore the defense. Not yet, at least. Maybe if Drake May got some better receivers or something, y'all had a better run game. Because I mean, y'all shit on Woody Marks, that's fair. But y'all's run game ain't great either, and we have good run defense. So you know what I mean. It's gonna come down to Drake May's gonna have to pass on our defense, and I just don't believe he's gonna be able to have enough time in the pocket or whatever to make those passes he's gonna need to make.
Yeah, he
Go
won't be
ahead,
able to stay in the pocket the whole game. That's for damn sure. For Drake May to be super Drake May, or Drake May, as people like to call him, he'll have to turn this game into what we saw in that first Bills matchup. He'll have to scramble to the right, he'll have to scramble to the left, he'll have to throw those sideline passes, and that's really what's gonna. And there's going to create openings for other guys to get out of the routes and create the stuff. That's really going to be the best way for Drake May to do it. I do think that is really, and Cody's not wrong. Drake May will have to be Superman. He'll have to be that guy. He'll have to be the game changer that Cam Newton has not seen out of him yet. He'll have to be that guy for us to be able to get.
Fuck Cam Newton. Fuck Cam Newton. No,
but that's who he's gonna have to be to get past the Houston Texans defense because
Superman.
Yes, the Houston defense on all sides is worrisome. The front four, the linebackers, the secondary, they're all going to be scary to go against. But this team is also not susceptible to getting points on them. We did see Phillip Rivers put points on them before. No, actually, no, it was Riley Leonard. I'm sorry, Riley Leonard was able to put points on that Houston team. Now, of course, they weren't playing all their starters. So I will give you that. But nonetheless, we have seen there has been times, not a lot.
Yeah, that was the only time.
What
Trevor
about
Lawrence.
what about
Trevor
Trevor?
Lawrence.
What about Trevor?
Trevor
when he put
Lawrence.
21
Yeah.
on?
Okay. Yeah. That was at the beginning of the season, and once we got rolling,
That was like week
it,
9.
it hasn't
week
been
10.
the same.
Week 10.
Week 10?
Week
Yeah.
10.
Okay, week 10.
Yeah.
Okay, week 10. That was not that beginning of the season. But
No,
nonetheless,
early
it
in.
is possible.
Oh, the audio went out.
Yeah.
I'm not
Audio.
saying it's incapable, and I'm not saying we're gonna put higher away.
Yeah. Go
Yeah.
back. Reverse. We didn't hear part of you.
Ooh.
No, I hear you now.
So,
You're fine. Yeah, we just want
I'm not okay. So to go back to what I was trying to say, rewind. It's not. I'm not saying we're gonna go high scoring on y'all. That's not gonna be possible. There's just no way.
No.
Respectfully, but I also don't think y'all's defense is gonna be putting up 2-3 touchdowns like y'all are saying it's going to. Wild card weekend's one thing, but also that is also fragile old ass Aaron Rodgers. He could not go anywhere. He got squashed by his own guys. His leg got turned up by his own linemen. Yeah, that's how pushed back they were getting. Drake May will be able to escape more of those situations. Now, will he maybe have a turnover or two? Sure. I'm not going to say Drake's been perfect on handling the ball. He has not been. He's fumbled a lot that I haven't liked, and he's turned it over sometimes. Now, to be fair, that interception, that was just a great play by the defensive lineman who went back into the line of sight and blocked that pass. Yeah. Now, otherwise, whatever. But I do think it's going to be a low-scoring game, very tight, and I do think Patriots just edge it out. But I'm not saying either side is going to blow out. That's just not going to be possible in this matchup.
Yeah, unless you're right and y'all scored on defense. Yeah, maybe then.
I mean, a part too that the defense scores in a way that isn't a takeaway is the field positioning. Our defense is going to win a lot of that. And it's going to set CJ Stroud up for a lot of, short drives.
Short field, yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
Now,
We'll
here's the other thing that you haven't really thrown in there, and I mentioned it briefly, but I don't think you've really talked about. I don't think you're going to have Nico Collins in this game. And
that'll be all right.
And Christian, Charlie Kirk will not be able to go off as he did last week in this week's matchup because we will still have Gonzo. We'll still have a good rookie secondary helping out freaking Carlton Davis. Marcus Jones will still be out there freaking hitting everybody as possible. So, like I said, low scoring, low receiving numbers, maybe even low rushing numbers. The defense is going to win the game. It's just which offense is going to give up more points, I guess, in this sense.
I think Nico actually might end up playing. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he does. Nico's pretty tough dude. I mean, I would have thrown my hands up the first hit.
Dude,
I don't know.
That concussion looked bad, bro. Like when he.
Yeah, but I mean, they haven't officially waved it over. So any other normal big concussion like that, they would have already called it out. So that's what makes me think that they are gonna do something like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if Nico does play. Although I don't want to rely on Nico as we weren't relying on him last game. We actually haven't been relying on Nico in a few games. So the offense is, like I said, I'm not focused on what the offense is going to do. The defense is going to do it. You'll see.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, we will see, actually. So
it'll be a great game, though.
I think just like Jose said, I think it's going to be close. I don't think either team, if win, they're going to win by more than a possession. I don't think that. So that's really my final thoughts on it. All right. Any more thoughts, Joe, or anything like that? Or are you good?
Nah.
Cool. All right. Well, let's get into.
I will also not be picky on our field goals. We'll fucking go kick them. We ain't scared of just.
Yeah. How is Vrabel on that? Because D'Amico will take the field goal.
Yeah, we'll take the field goal too.
Yeah, Vrabel does. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was the difference between us and the Chargers. Remember, they got the pick and the fucking
right, but that shit is why y'all won because y'all took your field goals.
But that's what I'm saying. The Chargers were stupid. They didn't take the points. Everyone's being stupid about that. We'll take points. We'll take a safety if we can. Yeah. We'll take anything.
3 points. 3 points. 3 points. It adds up. Ask the Chicago Bears, ask us. So the
Math
3
is
points
mathing.
adds up. Yep. So let's go. Hold on. Let me put it here. New England,
This yeah,
Chicago.
this week gonna be the game. Chicago better take them 3 points.
They always got to. Well, Chicago, that's what I should have brought up. The fourth down going for it and the plays that they called for the fourth down, disgusting. They better not do that again.
That,
They
I
got
mean,
lucky.
that shit. I'm starting to think that shit was not Dan Campbell's fault. That shit was Ben Johnson's fault.
Right. Yeah, you could have a point. Well, Dan Campbell still did it, so but maybe Ben Johnson put it in his head. Maybe,
Dan Campbell definitely didn't do it as much this year, though.
Yeah. All right, New England, Houston. My score. Obviously, I got New England winning. I have us winning 21-16.
And
Alrighty,
which
I have the score of 20-17, and I have Houston Texans winning this game.
I got a score. I got Houston Texans winning, of course, and I got a score 24-13.
All right. Okay. I guess this makes mine just as nice or just as mean.
Good.
I have the Patriots winning 17, Texans 9.
Oh, shit.
That's way more disrespectful. I'll take it.
Hey, Fairbairn with the 3 field goals, unless you're saying a touchdown and safety.
Touchdown, miss kick, field goal.
Touchdown, this kick, field goals.
All right.
I gave you a touchdown.
I give you a tub. All right. I want to do something funny for this game. Cody, since you said Woody Marks is just playoff Woody now.
Playoff Woody. There you go. I'll fuck with that.
Andy's coming.
So tell me how many rushing yards. You don't even have to say just Woody. Say your overall Houston Texans. How many rushing yards are you going to run on us?
No, Woody will drop a bill again.
Okay.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, let him.
Yeah, Woody's gonna drop a bill again.
Okay.
As long as he's not injured. Let me say that. I don't. You know how it be when they come up if he has injury before a game or.
He starts limping at the 99 mark. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't count.
At least he doesn't trip over the O line like Ramondre.
Hey, Ramondre was cooking the Chargers.
Yeah, he would. All right. Well, Joe, that surprised me. What has you confident on Houston?
I just think
20
Drake
points.
May against his.
It's the only way Josh Allen wins the Super Bowl. What?
Wow. You think Bills beat us?
He does, actually. So
He does.
Secret.
Bracket.
Saw his bracket. He does. So
I'm like,
eat that.
I just think this defense is going to smother their offense. It's then, Drake May is going to make a couple plays. I'm like, he's top 2 in MVP race so far. He's played great this season. I think he's going to try to bring the team back. I just think at the end of the game, it'll be too little too late, and his defense is just going to be smothering. I think the Texans maybe score because I had them with 20 points.
Yes.
I think they score a touchdown, and I think Fairbairn scores the rest of the points pretty much.
Oh, okay. That's why I was just wondering where the 20.
What you call it? Don't let them fool you, Joe. Josh Allen played us. He extends plays. Great quarterback. Mahomes played us. He extends plays. Great quarterback. Somehow they think that this, Justin Herbert played us. Extends plays. Great quarterback. They somehow think this guy Drake May, the way he extends plays and plays that quarterback is going to be the answer to this defense. I just don't see that.
I think early in the game, the defensive unit, the defensive line is going to get to him early. And later on, of course, the war of nutrition, the more plays, everybody gets.
But see, that's not how the Texans D works. We get better as the game goes on. We average of giving up 2 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's true. Cody's correct on that. They play better the longer the game goes.
Yeah, we get more hype the more we take that motherfucker down.
Especially when you take the ball. Yeah. Especially when your defense actually is playing well. They just get hyped off each other. So
Dude.
yeah, I got you.
Let's go!
Yeah, right. I ain't delusional.
I feel like
how
this
your
is going to
defense
be the most like grimiest, ugly game, like win in the
course.
trenches type of
Yeah,
game
And-
this week.
and let me
79.
Let me say this as a disclaimer. As a Texans fan, as long as I've been watching Houston football and whatnot, I never really felt this confident in the Texans ever in the playoffs as they got in this defense and this team. So I know y'all as Patriots fan, y'all are used to winning. Joe, I guess, kind of.
But Cody,
But
you understand we're on fool's gold right now. We shouldn't even be this far
Right,
now,
man.
right?
I get that. But what I'm saying is,
I feel like both of y'all are at this point where it's like if they both whoever wins, cool.
I ain't
Whoever
mad.
loses,
I just wanted
like,
I just wanted to win round one. Honestly, I just wanted to win round one. If we
I-
get to the conference championship, great. If we don't, great. We're still improving.
like
next
Cody.
year.
Cody, did you expect the Texans the way the season started to be in this position to be one
No,
win away,
called
possibly
him
from
out.
it?
right?
He thought they
No,
were lying. He thought they
yeah,
were
no.
lying.
I'm not saying that. I was more saying is I'm not the Texans fan that is just like anytime we make it to the playoffs, oh, we just win and win. You know what I mean? So I just really believe in this defense is crazy.
I'll just tell you right now, the NFL does not want the Texans to go to the Super Bowl. I'll tell you right now, the NFL does not want them to go all the way. They do not want Houston's defense
They'll
destroying
get stopped the
NFC.
The
following-
refs haven't been killing us lately, so
No,
I
I'm not
can't
saying they have.
complain.
No, they haven't. But I'm saying the NFL does not. They don't. The NFL don't care for defensive games anymore. The Rams versus Patriots,
Oh, right.
2018 proved that
Okay.
shit.
Oh, like
Yeah, yeah.
10-3.
The league went different sideways. It's never been a.
I don't know,
defensive
but this
game.
is fun defense.
Oh no, I'm not disagreeing with you. But the NFL has a stigma. That's the reason why they have to bubble wrap all the quarterbacks.
I
The
actually feel
NFL
like
wants numbers.
My
They
bad.
want numbers.
Here's the thing with well, good point, Jose. But with CJ, what he does well, like even in the Pittsburgh game, which I don't think anything about Pittsburgh old secondary, but when there's a big play to be had, 20 plus yards down the field, CJ will hit it. I mean, CJ ain't no scrub. You know what I'm saying? So if they do beat us and then they continue, they could rely on the big playability of CJ, even if it's 2-3 big time throws. Fine, whatever.
Yeah.
With that defense, that's all the recipe. All you need. Couple big time throws, defense playing well. It's fun with the big time throws. You're good.
I mean,
And
name
everybody-
another team that won in the playoffs and had 5 turnovers. Or 4 turnovers, whatever. I don't think that's ever happened though.
Trevor Lawrence.
In the playoffs?
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
Against who?
Chargers.
Chargers
Chargers.
It still happened. It still happened.
Yeah.
defeats the purpose. But
How,
pretty sure a
how's
couple.
Spillane, how's
Well,
Spillane in coverage? That's what I'm asking y'all.
Spillane's not good in coverage.
No.
I'll tell you that. He's
Because
not good in coverage.
would he be the linebacker against Dalton Schultz?
No.
No.
No, they probably it depends on what formation they have out there. Sometimes
Yeah.
Mapu comes in. It just depends. They're scared. I love the way they bring the way that they structure. Well, at least
that's
in the
one of
last
the
game, it's where it's going to be.
that's one of the mini matchups I want to see is how is Dalton Schultz guarded against these linebacking cores.
If Kincaid's playing, I'm more worried about Kincaid than Schultz.
Okay.
Oh wait, what am I thinking? I'm thinking Buffalo. What am I talking about?
Yeah, that's it. Wait, yeah,
Yeah,
of course, yeah.
Sorry, wrong game.
I'm
No,
like, I
guess he's looking ahead.
I'm not worried about.
You're looking ahead.
I'm not too concerned about Schultz there. I don't think Schultz is not the biggest threat coming out of Houston's offense. It's not.
What about y'all?
It's gonna be the mysterious guy that we're not focusing on.
It's
Like,
going to be one of those young.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
Higgins or Noel. No, it's gonna be
Right.
Higgins or Noel.
Right.
Because
It'll be
Kirk will be wide
Higgins.
receiver 1 without Collins.
Yeah, and he's not going to do anything. If he's wide receiver 1 and we treat him as wide receiver 1, he's not going to do anything. But the young guys that you got, they could sneak up on us.
Yeah, it'll be Higgins or Noel.
What y'all think about this? Winner between Pats and Texans more likely to win AFC championship than Broncos or Bills winner?
I
guess
wouldn't
just
say.
depend-
I wouldn't agree.
Matchup dependent, maybe.
Yeah, y'all feel like
Yeah,
Bills
like-
or Broncos still have a
but
better
it's-
chance?
No, because
It's harder to beat a team twice because I'm like, if the Texans win or the Pats win, then the Bills. If
It's
the
the same
Bills would
thing
beat
for it's the same for the Bills to beat us twice. It'd be the same
yeah, that's what
thing.
I'm saying though. Like it's hard to beat a team multiple times.
I think Broncos. If we I don't know. I guess
I know one team the Bills ain't beat this year.
Broncos would be last out of the 4 teams.
Yeah.
For me, I know you and Milton gave them 2.
No, I just gave them that respect just because the 1 seed stuff.
And I didn't bring it up though. I let y'all slide, but we do remember the last time Drake May saw that Texans defense. We haven't forgot that.
You mean last year when we had Gerard Mayo?
I just mean the last time Drake May saw that Texans defense.
With
You know,
Gerard Mayo,
but that's a different Drake
and
May,
Alex
though,
Van
too.
Pelt. Who was our wide receiver 1 that year?
Hey, it doesn't matter.
Kendrick Bourne.
Stefan Diggs or not.
No.
We had the 31st. We had the 31st offensive line. You can't. That's a bad argument.
That's
he knows
a 4-win team
Okay.
versus a 15-win team. That's not the same argument.
We had the 32nd worst.
I'm like,
O-line. We had the same O-line last year.
Right, and our defense was bad too. Yeah, no, this is not
defense
right. Our defense got better. We're gonna smoke him again. He ain't forgot. He remembers the last ass whooping he got.
He probably doesn't. Y'all probably concussed him, and he probably doesn't remember.
That would be the case for all the other teams we played this year,
dude.
Because we
Alshire probably concussed him too.
Before last week's game, they asked Drake, "Have you met Justin Herbert?" And he was like, "No, I don't remember meeting him." And then people put up pictures of them shaking hands. That man was concussed last year. he ain't remembering what the Texans did to him.
He got that Trump memory. I didn't meet Epstein. No, I didn't.
Stupid.
Heyo. All right. Well, that's our.
We'll be back after this break, everybody.
We'll be back after this break. Yeah. That's the picks. Receipts will be kept, of course. Somebody's wrong. Somebody's loud and confident.
Oh yeah, you also had Tank Dell and Joe Mixon playing. How's that going?
They're both out.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh,
good to know.
And you had Stephon Diggs that year scoring touchdowns for you. That's right. Okay. So none of them are playing.
Wasn't he already out by that game?
No, he was playing for you. He scored a touchdown for y'all.
That was like week 2 or something.
He got hurt in that game.
That's right. I remember that.
Week 6, yeah.
Yeah.
He wouldn't go off for another 4 weeks. So all the guys that scored for you are going to be there. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't know why you brought that up, Cody. It's so irrelevant. But
because Drake May lost, and he doesn't beat the Texans. He doesn't have a track record, like you like to say.
Hey, he threw more yardage than CJ.
Did he?
Yeah.
With the W?
By 4,300.
Don't make me do the Jameis Winston thing.
Oh, you just gave yourself an L this weekend. You just gave yourself an L for the weekend, bro. Don't do that. Don't put Jameis Winston.
Hey, we're gonna show up in the Lettermans again. Fuck that. We're gonna break that shit.
Who's calling the game this week? Is it?
You better hope it ain't JJ.
Aikman and Buck. It's Aikman.
It better not be JJ. All right.
JJ's not even broadcaster number 1 on his team. Yeah, he's not even 1. Yeah.
It's Tony Romo on CBS.
Tony Romo.
We're doing
Tony Romo sucks, guys.
No, we got Buck and Aikman. We're on ESPN.
Oh
no, I'm talking about CBS. CBS JJ Watts on.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I used to love Tony
He's getting
Romo.
annoying, right?
So if you want me to tell you what games, what network, so the Bills and Broncos are on CBS, so that's Romo and Nance. Fox will be 49ers and Seahawks. I can't remember the guy that they have with Tom Brady, but he will be calling with them.
That's great.
ESPN, ABC,
Burkhart.
So that will be Buck and Aikman, and then NBC Peacock will be Tirico and Collinsworth.
Yeah, Collinsworth and Romo can go. Get out of here. They suck. They absolutely suck.
Aikman's getting into that Collinsworth age, but Collinsworth needs to go first.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Yeah. Aikman is supposedly on the coaching search, helping with the Dolphins for some reason.
Good.
Drake made two interceptions.
2 interceptions?
And a W.
Let's make a call. CJ Stroud will have less than 150 passing yards.
I'm like, Texans and Patriots,
cool.
the cheapest
That's cool. I'm cool with
game
that.
For the weekend.
And lose.
Just letting y'all know that.
Although, like you said, CJ's weird, bro, because he'll hit 3 passes and get 150 yards. Yeah, so it
right.
is. It is weird with
Hey,
CJ's
as long as
yards.
as long as he has better stats than Herbert, that's the only thing we need
I
to
think
see this
I
weekend.
think I'll give CJ that. He'll have a better game than Herbert.
Really?
I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll give him that.
Well,
It'll be
it's harder. It's harder without Nico. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know what, but yeah, they haven't used Nico to his capability. Well,
Yeah,
I think how
but
they should
Nico's
last
taking
week.
away the best defenders out the way.
That's
Right,
true.
for sure. Nico's more been a
But too, there's
distraction.
a possibility Christian Gonzalez doesn't play though, too,
I
right?
think he's gonna play.
No,
He
he
was in
practiced today.
practice. He was fine.
He's back.
Yeah,
He's already back in
he looked
practice.
fine.
What was his issue?
He got concussed too.
Same
Oh,
thing.
same thing.
Bro,
Yeah.
he stopped the pass from Quentin Johnson, and Quentin Johnson's whole body landed on his head, shoving it to the ground. So it wasn't as nasty as Nico's. Nico's was bad because Nico was doing the Dougie on the way up, and then so.
Mm.
But at least,
Nico's just built tough though. So
I just hate how the Gillette Stadium locker room situation is. You got to go downstairs first and then go back upstairs. You can't take him to a tunnel or anything like that. So at least Nico was able to get carted out. Fucking Gonzo's like, where am I going?
Going down the
Going
stairs.
down, going up, going down, going up.
That's funny.
Shit's fucking
All right.
weird.
Any last statements before we end the show, fellas?
I can't fucking wait.
For real.
I just
bro.
realized I took
Great
all
Sunday.
road teams.
Yeah, you're fucking crack.
I just realized with the fingers like this.
Taking the San Fran shit
I
has
am the
got me
sports
fucked
man,
up.
and I am on the road. I believe in the road.
The
Yeah,
San Fran shit.
Don't get me wrong, Cody. Just like last week, I'm not confident in that, but
Hey,
I think Brock's
I
gonna
picked all
outduel.
the games right
Sing
this week. I think I'm on a roll.
What if you
Yep.
go 0-4?
Yep, all that, Joe. You got to just keep it on. I've mentioned it one time.
I'm like, if I go 50-50, I'll be okay.
No, 0-4.
Well, I hope not. Well, yeah, actually, I
No,
hope
he
you
went
missed one
against
talking
us.
about.
Yes, he
I
went
know.
against
I
us.
got it.
Oh.
I got it. My bad. But
Come
San
on,
Fran.
Milton, get it
No,
right.
San
Get
Fran.
it right.
All right.
It's Mayday.
Yeah,
Hey,
we
Drake,
really
Drake,
finna go to the Super Bowl, fool.
Hey, I'll be honest
You
with you,
better
Cody.
hope y'all don't lose, Cody.
Hold on, Milton. Hold on, Milton.
Go ahead.
Cody, if y'all beat us, I hope you do.
We're going to the Super Bowl
hope you
after
do.
we beat y'all.
I hope if it's the Bills or Broncos next round, you smack the shit out of them. I'll cheer for whoever beats us, unless it's Buffalo.
Yeah, that's what I was
Unless it's
saying. Like,
Buffalo.
you cheer for Buffalo?
Unless it's Buffalo. So it's definitely for Houston, maybe Bronco for Trey, and then fuck you, Buffalo.
That's it.
Y'all feel like the AFC might be winning the Super Bowl now?
No, it's still tough.
I don't know. It just depends.
Let's see what the
Rams
matchup
play.
is. Let's see what the matchup is.
I want to see how the Rams play this
I'm like,
second
if
week.
it's Chicago and Texans, I don't know what the fuck that game's gonna be.
Oh, that'd be the Texans all day. Stop it.
No, I'm just saying I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know what am I predicting?
I'm like, if that
How
would
does
have
Chicago
happened,
get here?
I'm like,
does Chicago have fourth quarter heroics?
Yeah, that
I'm
just
like,
keeps
if that
happening.
Is it
happens, the
55-0?
Bears and Texans.
I feel like the
Col-
Texans match up good against all the NFC teams.
How'd y'all
Except
go?
the Rams.
How was your record against the NFC this year?
Oh, I don't know. Those
That's a
are
good question. I guess
those are hard questions.
Lost to the
NFC
Rams.
lost to Tampa. Lost to Tampa. That's it.
Beat
They beat
San
out-
Fran.
Them boys only bring the losses up.
Hold on. You beat
That's what I
San
said.
Fran.
That's it.
You lost to Seattle. So you went. Wait, there's at least
Oh,
one
yeah,
more team.
Seattle.
Oh, and you went 2-3. Okay, you beat Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah. But you lost to at least what I would say good offenses at the time: Rams, Bucks, and Seattle.
I mean, any of those games we lost by one possession. The Rams game, we held them under 20 points. We do that again. We'd be the only team that hold the Rams under 20 points consistently.
That's when you're holding teams under 20 points and you're losing.
Yeah, right. The
From the
offense
beginning.
has gotten
From the
slowly better. Yeah.
Right. They're a different team than they were the first 3
Yeah.
weeks. That's why I hate when y'all bring that up. But yeah, whatever. I'm consistent. Okay. All right, fellas. Well, no last statements. I'm gonna end the stream. Anybody out there right now? Much love and appreciation to you. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, or else. And that's really it. But fellas,
Put some deodorant on.
put some deodorant on is Cody's. Joe, last statement.
Put
for
your
the
robe
people.
on, Cody.
I'm like, Road Warriors this weekend.
I'll wear it this next show. Don't worry.
Oh, you got to wear
When we
the
go.
robe. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
if
will.
somehow the Texans win, go to the win this next game, you need to come in in the robe.
Yeah, okay.
The Texans only win
Together,
when Cody
Joe.
wears the robe the episode before the
Ugh.
playoff game.
Yeah, you probably messed it up, Cody. You didn't wear the robe.
Go hurry up and run and go get it.
Nope, don't. I'm ending it now. I'm not letting him. I'm gonna end this thing before this even starts. But Cody, you better hope because you've been louder than Jose. So you've been the most talkative. So you better hope y'all win because next week you better be here too if y'all do lose. Okay, don't do that.
And take a
We're gonna
sabbatical.
be on. So actually,
Guys, I'm on the road. They sent me to Ohio. You know that stinking Aussie
Yeah,
place.
right.
Got make the pod this week.
They sent me to Flint, Michigan.
Make sure, Jose, plug in the show, and then we'll end it.
Guys, always check us out over at Puro Beach Sports. Give us a like, share, subscribe on all videos. We should be coming up with a bell-to-bell MMA show next week or so. We will be talking about the UFC card coming up. Unfortunately, it has lost Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes, so that is a downside to it. But nonetheless, check us out at Puro Beach Sports, guys. Follow, share, subscribe.
Like, subscribe. We're out. See you next week.